All right, Big Bang. Today is Monday. It's October 23rd. Welcome to the Dog Walk presented by Barstool Sports Snake Draft Monday. We have two guests in studio today. We have the original Snake Draft guest in Rico, Bosco. And we also have first-time guest, Nicky Smokes. Nick, welcome.
Thank you. You have no idea how much work, time, and effort I put into getting ready for this.
I like that.
I am here to win this fucking draft.
That's a good quality.
Has a snake draft ever been canceled on the internet?
It's about to.
Yes.
I'm gonna push
We've
its
had
limits.
one canceled.
Did we?
Yeah.
Oh yeah, one. Yeah.
The
Just
states draft.
Oh, yeah.
We
We've
got a
had
little-
one canceled.
Yeah,
Yeah,
we got
that's
one
correct.
canceled.
That you never aired it, or you guys were tried to cancel you
We
after?
aired it, and then we got a little bit of trouble for it.
Really?
Okay.
I don't think we should have, though. But that's neither here nor there.
Wait. I don't know if I.
We'll get into it after.
We don't. I mean, we don't have to get into it.
Yeah,
Right,
we
you know what,
don't.
mate? I'm sorry I asked.
I'll tell
it was
you
more of
later.
a shot at Nick, but
No,
what
no.
state could have been that controversial?
California.
Yeah, it was.
No. There was nothing. There was nothing. There was nothing that was said that was controversial.
Right.
In the draft, it was just
The theme.
someone didn't like.
You just
there was-
hypothetically picked all the biggest blue states possible.
Not even. It's just I don't even know.
I'll
We
tell-
don't
I'll
think
tell
it-
you, you get canceled.
What
All right,
the
whatever.
fuck, Chief, Jesus Christ!
Why is that my fault?
Because you got to bring this up.
I just thought I could say we got one canceled. We would move on.
Yeah.
Well, apparently not.
Well, then
I
blame
want to
the-
know why I was canceled.
blame these guys.
You were on it.
Yeah,
I don't remember. I've been on like 300 of these.
this guy's head is in a hole. 85% of the time.
I like Dave though.
Of course, I
Yeah.
love him.
Why though?
Yeah, why no?
Because I do think that your stupidity could make you unlikable.
I've done a lot of these drafts,
Yes,
Rico.
I like you very much.
That has nothing.
You
to
would agree that there's a narrative that people that some don't like you. We've
No.
always got along.
I don't know what you're talking about.
There we go.
100% of the people that have ever come across this man like him.
Yeah.
I can attest to that.
Yeah.
There you go.
4 for 4 in this room.
That's the exact backing you
4
want
out of
right
5.
there.
You don't even like yourself.
No, that's 4 to 5. Yeah. I'm allowed to not like me. Though.
Yeah,
Right.
dangerous slope.
Yeah.
You guys aren't.
Nick, I don't know what we're in for on a serious
Oh,
note.
I have some ideas.
You think so?
I think I have one.
That was the plan, though. We'll get a fresh 24-year-old Miami kid in here to hear about his unwritten rules of life,
Yes.
which is, and especially sitting next to the,
The God.
some
Craftsman.
things. Some things mean more than some things are bigger than sports guy.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
You're etiquette. You're Mr. Etiquette.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Mister, that's someo's daughter. Like there's
Oh,
a
yeah,
lot of
yeah.
that.
I think I know which way Nick's going to go with his first pick, and I am horrified.
Strap in, boys.
Oh man. All right then. We could just try to do the order here, and then we'll keep it moving. Harry has number 1 through 5 behind his back. Rico, what number is it?
3.
Fuck, I was going to say that.
No.
It's never 3. Harry
All right,
fucks
2.
me.
No.
Prick.
1.
No.
4.
Yes.
I'll take first.
Are we
I'm
going
taking
this way
it
or
first
this
just
way?
because I want to get it out. Like I want to hear him speak today.
1 through 4 to me. I'm gonna say 4.
No.
Rico.
2.
Yes.
Ooh. I don't like hitting
Why did
2
I
'cause
get bullied?
It's Jeter.
Who's left? Me, Eddie Chief?
Yeah. Well,
I will go second.
1 through 3, Nick.
3.
Yes.
3, 4, or 5.
Where do you want?
What spot do you want? So you can
Three.
get the
Snake
5 or you can
draft.
get
In
the
the
snake.
draft?
Oh, I could go 5 and go back to...
5 and 6 you would have. Yeah.
No, I like being in the middle. I'll take 3.
All right. 1 or 2.
1.
Chief.
Yes.
Wait, I could have went first?
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
I'll go 5th, I guess.
Nicky Smokes catching on early here. So the order is White Sox, Dave, Rico, Nicky, myself, Chief.
All right, but before we get into the draft, I want to talk to you guys about college basketball season. It kicks off one place only, Barstool Sports in Chicago, the Wintrust Arena where DePaul plays in South Loop. Unbelievable card. FAU, last year's Final Four team, going up against Sister Jean, hometown Loyola. Then we got Brandon Walker, Bobby Hurley, Mississippi State, Arizona State. Should be great. No one does live sports like Barstool Sports. All the big personalities are going to be there. We're going to have a great time. So make sure you come on out. Get your tickets. Get them at barstool.link/2023 invitational. That's barstool.link/2023 invitational. It's going to be incredible. So come on out. Big Cat, Portnoy, basically everybody. Mark Titus, all the Chicago people, we're all going to be there. So hope to see you there too. Again, Barstool.link/2023 Invitational.
If you steal my pick, I will kill you.
That's what the game's about.
That is what the game's about.
And I don't think I would love to see your board, and that Venn diagram is probably this fucking big.
I think you guys might have more in common than you
I don't
think.
think you understand what I'm going to say that again. Do you know? Here, we'll do this.
Venn diagram is 2 circles with the
Right.
thing in the middle.
Yeah, so the intersection would be this big. Is that big or small?
No, I think me and you would be like that.
I don't know.
Like a big
Miami. I don't know.
Staten Island couldn't be more
I mean, yeah,
different.
it's
I was
just a
I was a
scumbag.
wild card back in the day, but I think you have some wild picks. So we'll see.
All right, let's see.
You could surprise us. Maybe you go wholesome, trying to win the draft.
No, I'm not trying to go wholesome.
Yep, that's what I'm afraid.
He's
of.
just going to list off the 10 Commandments.
Yes.
Yeah.
Can't argue with
Well,
God.
we'll
Those
see.
are, but those
But
are
those are written
Those are
rules,
Those
yes.
are written.
These
So-
are all of mine are unwritten. At least I couldn't find them.
We might be going back to back without being on the main account for the graphic this week too.
No,
So-
this graphic needs to be
Why
posted.
couldn't you be on the last one?
Cancel.
We did iconic photos, and it was all like Getty, like all like official images. So we
Could
sold
I
the
make my
rights.
own graphic if it doesn't get approved? And
I'm
tweet it out?
going to post it. Our account will post it.
Yeah.
Dog Walk will post it. It's just the main gets a little dicey because they get
They don't want to
Yeah.
get suspended or whatever.
Yeah, exactly.
So I have no children, nor have I given birth.
Thank you for clarifying.
I have a couple nieces and nephews. I think the wildest thing I've ever seen in my life is you touching Kate's pregnant belly. That
It's
is
not that
like
weird.
the
Is
biggest.
this? Are we like underway? Is this your pick?
Yeah, this is my pick.
Okay.
Don't touch.
I mean, Jesus, Dave, like way to shoot the gun before, like let people line up for the race. Here.
Nah, I like it.
I was ready.
I liked where he was
I
going.
thought we were going.
I like the pick, but I didn't tell you the.
I don't know if it's 1-1.
I'm
This
sorry.
is like letting Goodell, not letting him open the draft. I feel like
I'm
cheating.
sorry. I'm sorry.
All right, you're on the.
Sorry.
This is your pick.
That's just like, that is the most obvious thing, even in a house of content like we work for. It's a wild
You didn't
fucking
do it for
move.
content.
No, I was
that-
being
that-
genuine.
that- I understand that. That makes
Yeah.
it even like,
Genuine creep.
if
I'm a genuine
he did
lover.
that for content, that would make it like 1% of 1%, perhaps arguably acceptable, even though it wouldn't actually be.
I'm not here to be socially acceptable. I'm here to be me.
And then that's fine. But like, if I were married and my wife were pregnant and a random person, a 24-year-old kid from Miami, let's say, came up and touched her belly, like I would crucify that person.
Yeah, but I feel like me and Kate are friends. So like I have that like blessing.
I wouldn't want him touching my wife looking for kicks and shit.
Why,
Rico, you're
why are you
Italian.
pointing at me?
Because you're
No,
a
I'm
friend
not.
and I was
Married
looking in
in.
your direction.
Fake.
What?
Fake.
I just eat with the Italians.
Yeah.
It's like a culture thing.
Unwritten rules of the North, I guess.
I don't think that is. I don't think so.
It is. It's good luck.
This is like the Cuomo.
We would rub their belly so they get a boy. And she's having a boy.
So
Yeah,
all
but you
thanks to
already knew that.
No, I didn't.
All right.
So when
So
I
you
saw
willed
this,
that.
I willed that into existence.
when I saw this, I saw the still shot first, and I was like, and it was like the yak mics were out and everything. I was like, oh, it's a bit. Like they probably
yeah.
were like, Nicky, touch your belly. When I found out that was just a genuine
He just
belly
does
rub,
it.
I almost hit the fucking floor, dude.
Can you imagine?
I
Like,
could not believe it.
what if? Yeah, that was.
But,
Imagine him doing it to a woman who's not pregnant. Like that's jail.
I wouldn't do that though.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
I
what if
feel
you
like the
think she's
whole
pregnant?
I would never do that. I knew Kate was pregnant. Like I wouldn't go up to a fat girl and rub her belly.
And you found that out, right? Like you found that out after rubbing it that it's not like a social.
Yeah, I
acceptable
mean,
thing.
Kate never even said like she laughed at it when I did
Because
it. I
it's
didn't-
that absurd of a move that like that's pretty much all you can
To
do.
be fair, I did go up and I was like, "Hey, baby mama," and I rubbed her belly. I don't know if that makes it
That
better.
was
or
before
worse.
that?
that doesn't
but
make it better.
I mean,
Oh.
before the act.
Oh, really?
Yeah, this happened like twice before the act.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So you're
that's what she
perpetual-
said. She said he just walks up and rubs her belly.
So you're perpetually rubbing the pregnant
Have you
woman's
done it
belly
since?
in the office.
Nah, yeah. Now I just do it out of spite.
A joke.
Yeah.
Okay.
Which almost makes it more acceptable.
It does.
and Weirdly
yeah.
enough.
Now it's
That's
like
just him,
you've broken
yeah.
the ice.
Yeah,
Now you can
right.
do it.
How do you feel that I asked her? So I was like, "Who? So who has rubbed your pregnant belly?" She said, "The father and you are the only two."
Yeah,
people."
like if your daughter's giving birth to your first grandkid, you're not maybe the mom, I would say, right? Because that's like maybe.
I don't know.
But like I wouldn't want. That's like a weird
I
thing.
have two sisters. They've both had babies. I didn't touch their belly.
No, fuck no.
Really?
Yeah.
Is it
Fuck
because
no.
you guys are grossed out by it, or you just don't
No,
think
That-
it's socially
just like
acceptable?
their space.
It's their space, and
You should like make this your thing. Just be like the pregnant belly rubber.
Yeah, you really want me fired.
I mean,
I don't think
Let
they
the
should.
records show that Eddie's trying to squeeze out the new guy, not me.
no.
Rico, you're oddly quiet
don't
over
do
there.
That. Don't do that.
Well, I just think of the scene in All the Right Moves when they go to the party and somebody touches her and she goes, "You're the 37th person to touch my belly." Like, they get tired of it too. Did you ever think of that?
I mean, yeah, but she hasn't had 37. She's had 2.
Fair enough.
Well, I feel like because now everyone realized that was fucking weird when people would do that.
Well, now I know it's weird.
Yeah. Okay.
Which makes me want to
Yeah.
do it more.
Right. But if there was another woman in our office
wouldn't
who
do
got,
it.
you would not do it. Okay.
Unless it was Megan. I would do it to Megan.
We can't have that because there can't be like a serial Barstool belly rubber running around Chicago. You know, that would just be a bad luck.
Yeah, it's a bad look.
Yeah. So, I was on my board too, Dave. So I think
Yeah.
that's a good
Really?
It was
Oh,
the
yeah.
first thing that came to my mind, and I will be.
Where do
I
you-
don't think
where
it's
do you
first
s-
rounder,
yeah,
but I think it's.
I
I'm
think
nervous.
I think I'm about to
I
get
don't think I would have
Jordan
even
here,
had
too.
it on my board had it not been so fresh in my brain because of
Yeah.
Nicky Smokes.
I don't want to get over ahead of myself.
It's just
but-
like it was so I get shit, especially by that fucking moron Cons about being like
good
Raccoon
guy.
Boy and
It's good
shit.
guy. It's a good guy.
My mouth was agape when I saw that. I was like,
Rico, you were up.
So I don't want to get ahead of myself. I think you could really make a case for this at 1-1.
Don't steal my fucking pick.
Definitely a first rounder.
Don't steal my pick.
Don't show up empty-handed when you go to somebody's house.
That's a great pick. That's not mine. Love that pick. Love that pick. Definitely a first round pick.
I mean, it applies to college parties. It applies to shore houses. It
Yes.
applies to dinner parties. It applies to going to somebody's house before a game. I'm trying to think of where else. Super Bowl.
Housewarming. Anytime
Super
you're
Bowl.
Yeah.
Yeah, like, you know.
if
And
you're
they-
going to your buddies to pregame, you show up with
Or
something.
even watch football.
Yeah.
I'm pulling up
Yes.
with at least a 12
Something.
pack.
Something.
If you don't pull up with something, you're either the scum of the earth or you're actually so fucking broke that you can't afford it.
which is actually kind of passable.
Yeah.
If,
That's
as
a
long
reasonable
as long as
excuse.
somebody gives a pass of, like, you know, you can kind of feed it out of somebody, like, "Oh, Eddie, you want to come over?" It's like, well, and you could kind of like sense it, like, "Yo, I don't care, don't bring anything. I got enough." Like,
right,
If you're really truly friends, money doesn't matter. It's
Right.
not a matter of like doing that, but it's the same way you get the people that like show up empty-handed and then you double down and leave. You bring a 6 and leave with a 30. I've heard that. Like, it's like, you believe what this fucking guy did?
Yeah.
Like, so I think this one you can make a case for 1-1.
And there's always something, right? Like
Yeah.
even if it's like, oh, like his wife works for a booze company. Like, don't bring that. All right, we'll bring some fucking cupcakes or something.
Right.
You know what I mean? Bring
Anything.
something.
Yeah.
I actually
yeah.
think you
anything.
get more like thinking outside the box. Like if you're like, "What do you need me to bring?" And they're like, "We don't need any booze. Like, I got enough." You're like, "Okay, bring 200
Something.
cups."
Right.
Now the guy's got
Ping pong balls.
In all
Yes.
seriousness, like,
Yes.
You know what?
because you can use that stuff after.
Yeah,
Like every
yeah.
time I went to go get a cup, I'd be like, "You know what? Chief hooked me up with the cup."
Yeah, that's
Bring
actually a
plates,
good. That's a good
There's
point.
Tons
Yeah.
of forks. Like, you stop at Pretzel Factory, get them. Like, just extra shit. Like, there
There's-
was a kid coming down the shore one time. He didn't bring the booze. He got everybody a burrito at Surf Taco.
See, I'd let that slide because
He was a fucking hit.
That's
Like,
awesome.
I used to throw like high school parties every single week at my house, and if they didn't show up with something, I would send them home.
Every
Like,
single weekend.
Yeah, every Friday.
Really?
Parents in on
Friday
it.
at Smokes.
My mom was like the goat. She'd just hang out in her room.
Okay.
Oh
That's
no
it.
shit.
Yeah, legend.
There weren't big keg. You weren't kegs in the.
No, I mean I
We're
was
the
a
big
bottle
keg
guy.
guys.
Like, dude, I threw fucking ragers in high school. Like, we'd have like 15 bottles, over 200 beers. Like, dude,
I
we
imagine
got
it being
down.
like the movie Never Back Down.
And
Yeah,
she'd be
I-
like in her room watching The Masked Singer.
yeah, like chilling.
Really?
Like literally the biggest goat of all time is my
Did
mom.
she get vilified by the other parents?
Yeah,
Probably.
it doesn't matter. Like, someone's got to do it. Like, there's always that
That's
one
the
kid
thing.
that
So
like has
eventually
to come
someone
through,
will do
it,
and
yeah.
it was just me. I
Did it
agree.
ever come across? Did it ever enter your mind that maybe these people are hanging out with you because
No, I
you
knew
are the-
I knew it was good, but I was at least getting pussy every night.
Oh, okay, so it checks out then.
Yeah, like
Yeah,
I
you're
knew
good
what
then.
I was getting. Like I knew I was
So
being
like every
used.
Friday you were smashing.
Yeah, I mean I cleaned up.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Did you have like a line to take? Did you like the fish tank line like in your bedroom? Or
I
how-
mean back then, dude, it was bad. Like I would just put like a Xanax in my cup and drink it and not remember, and I just turned into the Hulk.
oh fuck.
Jesus Christ.
But those days are done. Those days are done. I don't fuck with any pills.
Those days are done. Those years were like 2 years
Yeah.
ago.
Whoa, I'm 24 now.
Yeah,
that was like
true.
17. I'm grown now. I'm
you're-
mature.
You've matured. You've come of age.
I usually am very excited to keep talking and make a case for my picks. I'm going to go very quick because I am dying.
Yeah,
to hear
that's
this.
exactly. Yeah.
Let me just
yeah.
make one more point.
That's why I
Dying
picked
to
first.
hear this.
Let
one.
me just make one more point. If you have nothing to bring, there you can never have too much ice.
Yes.
That's true
You can
too.
That is
never
very
have
true.
100%.
Can I
Great
tell you
call.
something I don't like about this
What?
interaction though?
What?
Is when the host is like, "Oh, you didn't have to bring that." It's like, "Yeah, I did."
Right.
Yeah, I did.
Yeah,
This-
yeah,
yeah,
yeah.
I had
But
to
that
bring it.
is the part
Yeah.
of the pleasantries you have to
I would
exchange.
rather them
though.
just be like, "Oh, thanks."
I know,
Don't tell me
but
I didn't have to
that's
bring it.
also
You all
an
know I had
unwritten
to.
rule in and of itself to say that you didn't have to bring that.
Right.
I would rather
'Cause
them
you
just
didn't
say
have
thank
to.
you. Yeah, just say like you're welcome, no problem.
Never
Thanks for
enough
having
ice.
us.
All right, Nicky Smokes.
I'd rather you just say, I don't want
All
to be
right.
thanked.
On the clock.
With the third pick in the first round, Nicky Smokes selects. White people cannot say the N-word.
Awesome pick.
It is the best pick available. It's not a written law.
I think it is.
It's not.
I think
if
that
you have freedom of speech, it's
No, I
socially
think there's-
unacceptable.
I think there's certain places
It's
that
an
has-
unwritten law, and it's true.
I
like
think-
Ben Mintz didn't get arrested; he got fired. He didn't break the law; he broke an unwritten law. It's the best pick in the draft, and you know it.
I don't think.
Don't
I
say
think that-
N-word.
White
I
people
mean,
can't say the
He's
N-word.
technically not wrong.
I'm right.
I don't think that's protected by freedom of speech, though.
It is. You can
No,
say
I think
it.
he's right.
no.
Well, it depends on the country. You
Isn't
can't
it a
say
hate
Hey,
word?
we're in the United
Yeah,
States
Yeah,
of
in the
America.
United States, yeah. So it is protected speech. It is, but it is also like I'm sure at certain like private institutions like colleges, you can't make a free speech claim because they would say that hey,
Not
we have
everyone
this-
can afford to go to college. I'm just
I
talking
was
about
just
walking
giving you
down
an
the
ins-
street.
Yeah, no, you can
It's-
go outside and scream it and
Bosco is
Yeah.
Be
slumped
okay.
over.
I'm trying to get him on a veto badly.
And
I've already written
What
it down.
about at a little
I wrote
league
it down
facility
immediately.
or places that say no foul language on a sign?
I mean,
is
there-
that
there-
technically written?
okay, well,
There
if you
are
say
hate-
shit there, what about all the alcoholic dads that want to be in the MLB? They're cussing. They're not getting arrested.
Yeah, what
my
about them,
point is,
Rico?
my point is, it's a written rule.
Was it written
not
down
a
by the
written-
CYO?
What's the draft? Unwritten rules.
It's
Yeah.
an unwritten rule.
And I think he's technically right. I think he's right. It's
I am.
unwritten.
It was worth the shot. to
Well,
put up
you
the
think
defense.
so, though? I think every
can't
like
believe that
company
fell to
school
3.
guidelines is like
I don't
you
think.
can't-
I think if you look at their handbook, no one's saying, "Hey, whites, you can't say the
Yeah,
N-word."
exactly. Read the Constitution.
All right. All right. The graphics definitely not getting posted this week.
No, can we just have? Don't just leave it blank with the
put
actual
Mincy.
pick. Just put Mince's face
Yeah.
on there.
Yes.
and just let people guess what.
Can
it
we
means.
just say no hate speech?
Yeah.
for
That's
the
so
text.
lame, though.
I know.
Okay.
I get it. I get it. All right.
Try it
But
at
this is
first.
good for this is a good nugget for the people that give us a view and give us a listen. You know what I mean?
All right, well, just know that was actually the best pick in the draft.
I mean,
It wasn't on my list, but
I don't
can't
like
really
that he's
argue.
a think outside the box guy because the first time I ever did think outside the box with these guys, it was like
opened
the
up the
first time they
floodgates.
saw fucking water.
All right, both
I
of
had
those
their
picks
heads
were on my
spinning.
board. You just got them before me.
All right,
Mine was on your board?
No, I didn't
Okay.
have that on my board.
that's what I'm saying. That's the think outside the
I'm
box.
talking about
one.
your picks.
No, no.
On the sequels draft, those
Yes.
were on my board.
Okay, all right,
Yeah, yeah.
fair enough.
Yeah.
We did sequels draft. I did
Did you pick Star Wars?
Ken Griffey Jr. and World War II and the New Testament.
Yeah, the New Testament. Yeah. I wanted the New Testament. That's the one that was on my list.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
all right. No, all right.
I'm not even writing his
All
picks
right.
down.
You better write mine down.
All right, Ed, it's on you. How do you follow that one up?
With
Can't say
standard pick.
homophobic slurs.
Don't say honky if you're a
He
black
just keeps
person.
doubling down?
That would be a white person, Dad. No, I know what you mean. You got to pull out your wallet after dinner, like regardless. You got to offer to pay.
Who?
gotta-
What's
gotta-
the situation?
Even if the person's richer than you.
Oh,
Like, I
yeah,
think
okay.
that's the key.
But this is only a rule for men.
See, this is where, like,
This
Yeah,
rule-
yeah.
the girls don't have to do that.
sure, I agree.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I mean. You know what I mean on this pick.
Men have to pull
I'm trying
out-
to make this an inclusive podcast. I want everyone to feel
Yeah,
represented.
especially like like you Rico. You've been to dinner with Dave. Like like he's paying.
there ain't no way you pull your wallet out, though.
You-
No,
got- you-
I
yes,
did.
you-
The guy, in fairness, Eddie, that was after I think he gave out some of the pen shit. My goal was as a thank you to buy it. The guy dropped the check on us early, but also it wouldn't have mattered because, like, I didn't need it to be we didn't need to be on company time. It was weird. I did want to pay the guy. I should have got him early on, right from the get go. But
Well, you cater.
But yeah, I think you have to. When I've been in those situations, you know the guy's paying. You
Yeah.
have to Eddie's point.
do the fake
but you're a
wall.
nice
You do
gesture
what
guy.
girls do and like pull out their bag.
Yeah,
And they're
But
like,
here's
"Don't
the
worry."
other part though. If you do the thing where the guy gets insulted if he doesn't pay,
That was a thing in Sopranos.
100%.
Yeah.
Great scene.
Yeah.
That little fucking punk tried to slime him.
Yeah.
or like somebody says they're taking you out to dinner. Like I've been in a situation. My uncle took a bunch of people out to dinner. Somebody else like kind of undercut him.
Well, I feel like
So
if,
he was like,
if you go
like,
out with an
I
elder,
I was
like
prepared
he
to pay for this.
stole
dinner.
his nice
Yeah, it's
gesture.
like
Yeah.
don't do that.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a tough.
like
situation.
when I used to go out to breakfast with Grandpa, like I'm not trying to rip the check from Grandpa.
Sure. Yeah.
Oh,
Okay.
there are, but we know what we're talking about. Though. You
Always-
gotta give
I
it-
feel like now I kind of get into with my parents. About,
Now, yeah.
Well,
no.
now,
Yeah.
like
Yeah.
now I kind of like to like take my mom.
Right.
out.
You know
Yeah.
what? It's becoming an expectation when I'm out with my family that I'm the payer now.
Yeah.
Just
That's
nice.
automatically.
Doesn't that suck when it shifts?
It shifted.
I
Like
think
recently.
deep down you probably like it.
I
Makes you
do it because I hold it over them for sure.
Oh, you do that? I
Oh,
can't
completely.
believe it. I
Really?
can't-
Oh, that's like right up my alley.
Can't
Hey
believe that he
Dave,
holds-
I know.
I know that you know.
Do your parents watch any of your clips? Because my mom was asking, like, can you send me stuff? And all my clips are
My
just so
dad doesn't have an
derogatory.
email address. Smokes.
No,
No.
So like,
He doesn't
they,
know
they
what the
didn't see
fuck
like your
Barstool
cream
Sport
pie
is.
segment or anything like that.
No.
When you're like, come here, bitch.
God no. My mom gets shit sent to her though. She knows how to do the internet.
She gets it.
But my
So-
dad is in La La Land. He
Always
doesn't do
offer to
that.
pay for the meal.
There
is
was
my
definitely
pick.
one clip of mine that made its way into the universe. So
Which one was that? What
Could
could
have
it
been
be?
one of many.
Yeah.
one really bad one.
The high noon one.
Yeah, thanks.
That's my
yeah,
favorite
yeah.
one.
That's what he was talking about.
Dude, how fast did you throw that at him? I could have clocked it at like 89.
I think they did the math. I don't know. I blacked out.
It's all right.
Sports
You're
science.
a changed man. I'm proud of
Yeah.
you.
I should note that I'm happy to say that I think I'm one of the only people that ever has bought the pizza for a pizza review. Right? I bought a pizza.
I was gonna say you made sure that you
Yes.
paid for that,
I took him to my place and I bought the pizza I wanted to
and
buy.
you wouldn't accept.
Yeah, I wouldn't
otherwise.
accept it. He's
right.
like, "Why?" It's like on the company. It's like, "No, no,
Yeah,
no, I'm buying it."
that's the
I would
conversation
if we
usually
ever go to
has.
Al's. I've always
Yeah.
had that in my mind that
Yeah.
I would make sure to do that too.
That's probably the only person that's ever bought the pizza. So it's,
like that.
You know, so always offer to pay for the meal, or, you know, even if the person is way more rich
I
than you.
agree.
You'd
So
give
you're,
the fake.
you're drafting fake pay for dinner.
Yeah,
Not even.
yeah. That's what he's
Yeah.
drafting. The
No,
fake
it's
wall.
not.
Yeah.
He's give him the
Yes.
hezzy.
No. That's not. You
So
know what I'm
if
saying.
if I took you to Nobu and you were like, oh, let me pay for it, and I actually said yes, your heart would sink.
You, listen, it doesn't always work out. I'm not saying it always works out. Like
Yeah,
everyone's
I-
been to a dinner where it's like this happened to me this past weekend.
I had a
went to
$1,200 dinner at Maple and Ash like 3 weeks ago
Damn.
that I paid
Yeah,
for.
I went to a situation this weekend where I went to a vintage clothes thing, and this kid was a stool. He came up. He's like, "Dude, this is my stand." He's like, "I got a hat for you, like free hat, you know, whatever." And I was like, no, it's fine. Like, I'll pay for it. And then he's like, no, fine. Here's like, pick between these two. And then his buddy, who he runs a stand with, comes up, and he had a whole other tin. And he was going through hats. I'm like, all right, I'll take that one. He's like, oh yeah, that's his. He's like $50. And I was like, oh, like you know. Then I offered. So then like you know,
You got it, yeah.
yeah,
have to.
like you're stuck then.
Yep.
Like you gotta at least offer. That's
All
my
right.
point.
I like
Always
that.
offer. Always offer to pay.
I like that.
Chief, you're up.
Disingenuously.
But if even if it's not though,
Hey, it's a good pick.
you'll pay it.
Yeah,
Thank
it's
you.
a good pick. Don't try to have conversations on the airplane. Like you're allowed to just be like, "Hey, I'm sneaking by you," or like whatever, like that. But put your headphones in, and if you're sitting next to a stranger, you guys can't talk to each other.
I
ever.
like that.
Yeah.
I like that.
What about of the opposite sex or same sex if you're into that?
I like.
Don't care either way. but-
Yeah, I mean, I've had a.
Hey.
oof.
There's no better time to like.
Tommy's in the my.
What, when you have a captive audience? Is that what she can't get away from you?
I'm just saying. I mean, you got 3. Like if
Yeah.
you were both attracted to each other and locked eyes, you got 3 hours to like, or an hour and a
Yeah.
half on a flight to kind of state your case, and then
And sometimes
I can promise you, I've never actually been in that situation.
Really?
Or I've sat next to a girl who is obviously single and hot.
it's got me in trouble once. I met this girl on a flight, and I had a girlfriend at the time. I was being a good boy. I didn't say anything, and I was like, I'm never gonna see this girl again. And then she DM'd me on Instagram, was like, "Was that you on my flight?"
whoa.
And then I liked her picture and got in a big fight with my girlfriend anyway.
Yep.
But what I'm saying is there is gold to be found on a plane.
Yes.
Like
I got
I've
a
had a
phone
girl's
number on
mom.
a Greyhound bus.
I got
what?
a hand job on a Greyhound bus.
Okay.
I swear.
I believe it.
From
never
Florida
been on
to
a
Washington,
Greyhound bus.
D.C., I took a bus.
And she was random?
No, we went to the same high school.
Oh, all right,
well,
well.
she was random. I didn't meet her till the bus.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
She come over
And
to
it was just
the-
coincidentally went to the same high school?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Blanket, or you just had the barrage for
Blanket.
the old nuns to see?
Blanket.
All right.
And we were listening to music together. It was kind of cute.
What were we listening to?
XXX Tentacion.
Oh.
Didn't he get
Tekashi
murdered in
6ix9ine?
the
Yeah.
face in Miami?
Yeah, he got shot. I think
Yeah.
Drake
Were
did
you
it.
guys sharing a
Yeah.
headphone?
And I was getting tugged. It was electric.
Triple X Tenacion.
Yeah.
God.
You know what? Yeah, I don't know. I think there's exceptions to the rule here. I think there's.
When?
I don't know.
Do you ever want to talk to somebody that you don't know?
I don't want to talk a lot, but I'll exchange pleasantries.
That's
Like
not,
if it's the whole flight, fuck.
It's a good
I
pick.
had a guy.
I was poking a hole in it. It's
yeah,
a good pick.
Yeah, I had a guy like try to convert me to whatever his sect of Christianity
him.
was.
Oh,
yeah,
yeah.
like he
Oh,
was.
I would've-
he
no.
was reading the Bible, and he hit me on the shoulder. He was like, "Hey, like, what? Let me tell you about this." And I was like, "Wait, what?"
And here's my thing too. We always do travel stuff, so I try to stay away from travel because that's like
An
of
obvious one.
course, like unwritten rule, don't rush to the plane. Like I think
Yeah.
those are kind of like
Now,
played
are
out on
you
the drive.
completely
Yeah, yeah.
no
You might have
conversation?
just gave me a sleeper pick, by the way. I'm just
What about making a comment? Like I was on a plane coming back last week from here, and it was so fucking hot. I turned to the guy. I'm like, "Is it me or is it hot?" He's like, "Nah, it's a hot."
I don't think that's a conversation.
No,
like
that's
that's
just-
like you can
Yeah,
say
that's
something
fine.
small, like if you're getting up. That's in the category. Of, hey, I'm getting up to go to the bathroom. Thing.
Right.
Yeah, kind of
Like nothing longer than 10 minutes.
Yeah.
30
5.
seconds.
You should be able to answer whatever
Yeah,
question
short,
is asked.
right.
It should be answered in one sentence, and then you're back to silence.
Short
I like that.
pleasantries.
Yes.
Yes.
You're up again.
If you're at a ball game and you're walking down the aisle and you knock over somebody's drink, you have to replace it. You have to buy one the next time the guy comes.
Great pick.
Yeah.
Can you repeat that for me?
So if you're sitting in a section, right, you're coming back to your seat, and the guy has his beer on the ground,
And you knock it?
and you clip it with your foot by accident, spills. The next time a guy comes, you got to buy him.
You're a
around.
good man.
I'd
That's a great
honestly
pick.
even take it a step further and buy like if it's splashed on someone or
Yeah,
like
but-
you have to make up for that.
I can't even dispute
You have to
that.
right your wrong.
So just like you're replacing a spill drink.
Yeah.
Replacing spill
I
drink.
have this vivid memory of my dad. We were at Sox Park. He just bought a beer, took one sip, set it down. He was in the aisle seat. Some guy instantly came by, kicked it over. He just started throwing peanuts at him. Just started shelling them at the guy. He's like, "What the fuck?" The guy just like, he had no idea. He even knocked it over. Didn't
Oh,
even
really?
stop. Did not stop his swift motion. He was just
Oh wow.
chucking shit at him.
I like that. That's a great pick. I
a good
can't
pick.
find one hole.
Yeah,
good pick.
got to do it.
Yeah.
Got to do it.
Like-
And when people when you're on the wrong end of that and they don't replace it, it's
I'm like,
this
yeah,
guy's
what
a
the fuck?
fucking asshole.
Yeah, great pick.
Those drinks aren't cheap either.
No, it's like fucking
Fuck no.
$12.
Yeah.
That's low.
Yeah.
All right. To me,
Yep.
if you walk into the bathroom and there are open urinals, you do not stand to the same one next to the guy.
pick,
Yep.
Eddie.
You need the buffer urinal.
Yes.
I always go. There's actually a graphic that went viral on Twitter, and it was like a quiz, and all the men had the same exact answer. So it'd be like one guy in this urinal, and then there'd be like two blank ones, and they'd be like, which one would you go in? And like every single guy had the same fucking
Yeah.
answer.
Because
Yeah.
It's
we
like
know.
natural instinct. Like
Yep.
no one taught you it. You just know it's the right thing to do.
Yeah. Now listen, if you're at a stadium
And it's
all,
packed.
all bets are off. You pee wherever you can.
Yeah.
Don't be that guy if you
It's
If
the
there
only
is
thing
a space, you take it.
even
Yes.
if you're at a stadium, if there's a spot, you take it.
Yeah.
yes.
Yeah.
What
You
about
have
the
to.
etiquette for like the piss sinks that they have at Wrigley?
Oh, the troughs?
The
You gotta
troughs.
go. I actually loved that about Mizzou. They had troughs.
They had
I
troughs.
Yeah.
hate
Mizzou.
that though, bro.
Oh,
What's wrong with
dude,
the
you just gotta
trough?
whip it out. And
Do
go.
you get pee shy, Smokes?
I do. I really do
you're-
get pee shy.
That's a sign of insecurity, I think.
No, it's a sign of my dick shriveled and I don't want to pull it out and piss.
Damn.
Huh.
True.
Yeah.
I mean, you guys have never had any moment of being shy when you piss?
I did before. Now I'm like, whatever.
I don't care.
Really?
You can look at my dick. Don't care.
All right. Maybe I just got to get over that hump.
It's a coming of age thing, perhaps.
Yeah.
Haven't you ever been
Yeah,
to
like
like,
a dad-
like
a
a
fucking
health
dad
club
will
where
be-
the old guys hang out and they just let it
Yeah,
fly?
they don't.
And
yeah.
they'll have like
My-
sometimes
my-
I've seen a little tic tac dick on like
They
a
don't give a
90 or
fuck.
they don't care.
I just want to be like when I'm 60 years old, I want to be that grandpa that's at the urinal and he just pisses by like holding his shorts up. Like he doesn't like pull his belt down. You know those guys like
Yeah,
they
Ed's
just
one of
pull
those
their
guys
Yeah,
shorts
now.
up.
Ed's one of them.
Ed's,
Shut up.
Ed's an
What
over
am I?
the top
You're a
guy.
short
He's an
roller
over
up to
he's
piss?
He's an over the fence guy.
Yeah.
Don't listen to
He-
a word these guys say, bro.
I feel like that's the goal though when you're 60.
You're an over the fence guy for peeing.
I do.
He's
What
saying
do
the
you do?
side,
The
you
hole in the
dodo.
underwear?
Yeah, I pull
I
it through.
never have done that.
Really?
In my life.
Yeah.
I didn't even know that's what it was
Big
for.
time
until
over. I got security. I know where it's going. Over the top.
No, you just pull it right
Never
through
through the never through.
through the door.
No chance.
Yep, every time.
Wow. I kind of like the door sometimes.
Yeah.
Door's good.
I switch it up.
Yeah, I'll switch it up.
I
too.
think this is a fantastic pick, though.
Thank you.
It is
Great
a good
pick.
pick.
It is. It's
Great
it's
pick.
a fantastic pick.
Like you're at a bathroom with 5 urinals, and the dude just cozies up next to you. That guy's on a
So
fucking
he's a
watch
creep.
list.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He is something wrong with that
That's actually a time where it's like, it's acceptable to get pee shy.
guy. Yeah.
It's acceptable.
Like fuck you, dude.
That guy's like he's hunting you
Yeah.
at that point.
Right. He's trying to diddle you.
Yeah.
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 It's wrong.
Yeah.
Nikki.
I'm back up?
Yeah. Oh God.
All right. I don't know if this is unwritten rule, but I got plenty to go from. If your dog shits in the grass and no one sees it, you could keep walking.
Nope.
What?
Like, I feel like this is a whole new thing where people feel obligated to pick shit out of the grass. It's good for the environment. It's good for the soil. It's good for the grass.
It also fucking feeds rats, you idiot.
And it's bad for your fucking shoes.
You thought you won the draft in the first round. You lost it in the second.
Oh, so that pick counts?
Yeah.
Oh,
you,
yeah.
we don't
No,
shit.
Dave,
Yeah,
Dave,
picks.
Dave said no.
No, I didn't. I
No,
said
it
it's
counts.
just a
It's just a
dog shit
terrible
pick.
pick, yeah.
Literally and metaphorically.
Okay, well, you guys are going for, like, socially acceptable. I'm just going for how I want life to be.
You want the streets of Chicago to just be
No,
all
not
the-
streets. I said the grass.
All the
grass.
sidewalks where everybody walks their
The
dogs
grass.
just be covered with
No,
shit.
only the grass.
What
If
about,
it's
what
your
about like
yard.
those little neighborhood like medians that are
Yeah,
grass?
that'd be kind of, yeah.
If it's your grass and your grass only, like there's 3 other units in my building. Like I would pick it up every time.
I
If
think
it's
you're
my yard.
confused, Nick. This is unwritten rules, not like laws you would make draft.
No,
You know.
So if
wants
I
to
get
be
if I
able
get
to
a
leave
redraft,
the-
I'll
No,
redraft.
That's you're misunderstanding him.
yeah.
No, he said it should be this way. He said you should be allowed to do
He
that.
thinks that
Well,
that is the rule though. That's what's shocking
Oh,
about it.
maybe you're right.
I think I'm right. You think it should be this way.
No.
You
Are
think
you
it is?
think-
I
this
mean,
way.
I do think.
You think it's an unwritten rule to pick up dog shit, and you think it's bullshit that you have to pick it up.
Well, is it a written rule that you have to pick it up?
Yeah.
Some
Kinda,
some
yeah.
A
places.
lot of places, yeah.
So I can't just make a rule unwritten rule.
I'm fucking confused
Dude,
now.
it took 2 picks to put everybody in a blender.
Wait, so you think it's an unwritten rule in society that you don't have to pick up your dog shit?
Yes.
If no one's looking.
Yeah, so that's
Yeah.
his unwritten rule.
Yeah. If no one's looking, you don't have to pick it up.
Some people say it's better to do the right
I
thing
think
when
he's
no one's
just
looking.
zagging when other people zig.
Don't pick up dog
Apparently.
shit.
I'm going to
Got it.
allow it. Picking up your dog shit is a written law, but you're technically saying.
Can I just give another one that's
Nope.
clear cut?
No, see, the problem is here, Nick, on these snake drafts, if your hand is off the chest piece, it's off the chest
Yeah.
It's right here.
piece. So,
Yeah.
But I'm
All
more
right.
concerned about you as just like a citizen of our city now.
Yeah.
That's why I don't have a dog.
Yeah,
good
and
thing.
maybe you should
I just
never be
don't
allowed to
like.
get
I
one.
just hate like walking down the street and this guy's like bent over with a plastic bag, scooping his shit out of his dog's ass.
Well, that's not how you.
No, you let them shit and
I've
then you pick
I've
it up.
seen it happen.
My dad worked with a guy who
you have to
treated his
catch-
dogs. He used to wipe their ass with wipes. Some dog people are crazy.
Yeah.
That's
Like the
outrageous.
sidewalk, I
Crazy.
get, but like if it's like a
I'll-
public park, I mean, like
I have
I
taken.
get him right now.
George was sick one time. I had to take a dude wipe to his ass one time.
really?
Yeah.
Every dog owner's been there, yeah.
Yeah.
But
Did
you don't
ever
do that.
scotch tape a bag around Ace's asshole?
No, I didn't.
No.
That's what smokes people do, apparently.
It's all right. I'll be
See if
back.
I can get him. Corroborate the story. It's a good one.
Who you?
Hey, yeah, you're live. You're live on a snake draft. Real quick, the guy you worked with that was crazy about dogs? What did he do when they used to go to the bathroom?
He had 2 bulldogs, and he used to pick up after them and then wipe their asses.
That's
And then the joke was that, well, it wasn't a joke, it was true. When they died, he buried them at some mortuary that turned out to be just throwing dogs on a pile.
Oh,
And
yeah, it was bad. He got fooled.
they got busted for that, but they had stuffed bulldogs in the booths, and they used to throw the bulldogs every once in a while just to piss him off. There we go. We're tossing. Hey, give me his dogs. Yeah, give me Mitch's dogs. And they would throw them up onto his onto his desk.
Holy
and stuff.
shit.
They were sick bastards. All right, have a good day.
He used to wipe their asses.
Okay. All right. Have a good day.
That,
Thanks.
that's absurd behavior.
I mean, he worked at Ball Breakers, but yeah, I had to corroborate that just so people. But
Fuck, I gotta get my lick back.
I think I'm getting a first rounder here in the second
All right,
round.
let's hear it.
I think this. I'm surprised, Eddie. I would be shocked if this is not on your board. 10. And now that Westy is not with us, respect to Westy, but now that we're back on the wild front, 10% back to the pool or the commissioner who runs the fantasy league.
Fantastic.
I
pick.
hate that.
You hate that?
Fucking
you run a
despise
pool, you give them back 10%.
It's not hard to set up a fucking pool. You don't deserve 10%.
Collecting
Oh
the
my
money
God, dude.
for a $100,000 Super Bowl box?
$100,000?
There's been $20,000,
I mean, that's completely
$10,000 a
different.
box.
I mean, you got to add context.
Even if it's fucking $50 a box,
Yeah.
that's $5,000. You got to collect $5,000 from 100 people.
it
a
shouldn't
lot.
be hard.
Dude,
No, it's a
You
pain in
deposit
the
it right
ass.
on fucking line.
that sounds like a guy who's never collected money for a Super Bowl.
Or
have.
tipped.
No, I tip all the time. I'm a great tipper. I'll even fucking tip when I buy a water bottle at Starbucks. Don't try me like that.
I'm proud of him. I will too.
But all I'm saying is, it's like if it's $500, do you have to go around and be like, "Yo, I really want my 50 fucking bucks because I sat here
No,
and
but it's
collected
more
money."
of a. It's like your time. Like you
an
respect
unwritten
their
rule.
time.
Yeah.
It's an unwritten rule.
Yeah.
Because there are people who like, and you even kind of lead them the right way. It's like, yo, Chief, you hit the box for $5,000. How much do you want?
Yeah.
And if they're like, oh, well, $5,000, you end the conversation. You just go, okay, I know what kind of guy this is, because you can't force it. That's the thing. You
Yeah.
can't really force it, but you see where a guy's at real quick.
I think I'm a little bit different than you on that. I think whoever collected it should pay out the full. It shouldn't be a question. And then once the guy has the full, he gives it back.
Well,
I
yeah,
get
but the
that.
same. If I was gonna send it to you, or I knew how much to bring,
I
like,
still think you send the full.
Yeah, I would
but
agree
it's
with Chief.
It's about the guy. The guy should say, "Yeah, just send me this." He's like, "Hey, you won. All right, hey, just send me this."
and let me tell you something. If you don't do the 10, and you were one of the guys who didn't pay
Ooh, that's
by
bad.
the time
Yeah.
thing, and you were just like, oh yeah, well, all right, knock the 500 off, and then you don't tip 10, at least 10.
Yeah.
That's crazy too. So
Fantastic.
if you don't
Great-
pay on
it's a
time, you
great
shouldn't
pick.
get paid out.
I don't hate that either, but
Yeah.
I mean, that's just how you eliminate it.
That's I've seen that too. But yeah,
Yeah.
I'm just saying, like,
Nah, dude,
maybe the
you're-
guy's been in for 10 years. You didn't have a chance to like meet up with him.
Right.
But it's an unwritten rule, 10% back to the.
So that's only on boxes, though, like not fantasy football league.
no, I agree with that as well.
So you think the commissioner should get 10%?
I think if there's a lot going on with the commissioner setting up a draft,
Oh, stressful.
organizing the place,
I think fantasy depends. Though.
setting the date.
Yeah, it depends,
Fantasy,
like,
I'm
what
not
you
as
do.
hard on.
Hardcore- if
I
it-
want on the
Right.
graphic 10% back to the pool. That's what I want.
Because fantasy's so computerized now.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like it runs
100%.
itself.
But you
It's
still,
different.
you-
It's different.
If you do a live draft, you got to organize everybody's dates.
Yeah.
You
That's
know,
different,
new, or if you have like my brother's in a really high to do baseball league, so it's voting on different things, managing budgets, like
And yeah, for sure. It depends how good the
That's
commissioner
different,
is.
though.
Depends on
good the
how
commissioner-
hardcore the
yeah,
league
yeah,
is.
For sure.
Yeah.
yes,
Yeah.
For sure.
Not bad pick.
Good pick.
Not great, but
White Sox, Dave.
I unfortunately got two kind of chalky ones, and I'm upset about it. But we'll just throw them out there and get back to Rico and Smokes because they're better at the unwritten rules of life. Don't propose at a wedding.
yes, great pick.
I think it's too easy of a pick, though, and that's why I'm annoyed with it. But
Yeah.
it's just like you do not fucking do that, and that kind of bothers me. I know it's not technically a wedding, but in Wedding Crashers, they're talking about their wedding, the main sister's wedding, and then they announced Rachel McAdams' wedding. I'm like, you don't fucking do that. You don't do that. And a family of that esteem should know that.
I agree. If someone ever proposed at my wedding, I would probably hire John Cena to fucking
Or
bomb him.
you don't even announce it at a wedding.
No, like,
Even if you proposed.
we talked
prior
about that.
to-
Who was that? Who did that? Rick? Was it Hulk Hogan?
I remember this conversation we
wrestler.
had recently. I don't. Depends on how you do it and who it is. If it depends, and you have to have.
can't ever fucking do
I'm
it.
more
ever.
weirded out by the people that know it's going to happen and okay it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like
I don't know.
someone's got to have
If
a
Chief
brain.
was going and like, yeah, like, hey, yeah, I know you're my best, but I'm gonna get proposed, and I'm like, that's awesome, and they're excited about it. Those people are just as crazy too. Chief's crazy for asking me. I'm crazy for allowing it.
I don't know. I'm bothered by such little. I don't think that would ever bother me.
Yeah, you're
but
an easy. It must be nice
Yeah.
living a life like that.
you think you're future hypothetical wife would be annoyed by that.
Yes.
100%.
Probably.
Yeah.
There's
Yeah.
no woman that is
And
okay with that.
I feel like
Unless it's
as
like her
like
fifth marriage.
half of marriage is just navigating how to keep your wife happy, right?
Yeah.
Right?
Are you married?
Yeah.
First time?
Yeah.
I'm just asking.
one for one.
I'm trying to get to know you a little bit.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
self-explanatory.
Yeah.
Positive.
And then
Hey, Nick, little spoil. Hope it's the only one too.
Yeah, no, that's what I'm rooting for. Happy wife, happy life.
Nice.
Am I on the clock
Dave.
now?
I
No,
got
he's
another
got a
one.
back-to-back.
And then don't be a douche to people in the service industry. It's like
Great one.
it's too easy, but it's like
Yeah.
fucking
Uh,
don't.
I don't really love this as. This is
An
more
honor
What
Right.
if they're
Rule?
douchey to
I
you
feel-
though?
Yeah, like I don't think this is like in the spirit of this.
I agree.
Yeah.
Are you vetoing then?
No.
No, I got stuck with dog shit on the grass. You're getting stuck with douchebag to server.
No, but you were trying to make you were saying that is an unwritten rule. That
Yes.
everyone in society is allowed to just do that.
Correct.
Yeah.
Which is valid.
It's not.
It's definitely
Not morally, but it's valid.
It's a valid pick. It's
Right.
Just
It's stupid.
It's different than Dave's, I would say.
Got it.
But you're just like be nice as an unwritten rule.
Yeah, like be kind to others.
I just fucking hate. when
No,
people
the
are-
service industry, he specified.
Yeah,
That's
service
fair.
industry, bartenders,
People
servers,
go in, no matter what
waitresses.
you've seen those guys, no matter what you do, you're just.
I'm not going to say his name, but I was getting breakfast with Brandon Walker like a week ago, and he was snapping at the fucking waitress who was
B-Walk?
like 80 years old. And I wanted to wring his neck right in front of 50 people in
But
the
you
restaurant.
waited 10 days to say it on a podcast instead.
I didn't say his name.
Did that really happen?
I put some zest on it. Maybe.
What did Jackie get for lunch?
I have an example that is, I feel weird taking it, that I think is a better version of this pick.
I'm about to.
Okay.
You had the right idea with weddings, but
Oh,
you took the linebacker who lifts a lot. I'm going to go get the defensive lineman who's a no-brainer and is going to get me 40 tackles a game. Cover your plate at a wedding. Unwritten
For your
rule.
gift.
Might be the worst pick I've ever heard.
I don't think you know what it. Well, how can that be the worst pick?
I've been to weddings. What do you mean cover your wedding plate?
Well,
Do
hold
you
on,
not
let's
know
see.
what that he means?
What-
Like,
do you know what he
Let me
means?
see
Hold
what
on.
he means.
like-
I think
What
you
do you
mean.
think he means?
Yeah. What do you think he means?
Like when you're at the wedding and they put food on your plate, cover your plate.
With a napkin?
Yeah.
I knew that.
That's why I thought it was the dumbest pick ever.
Give me that one more time.
Hey,
Give me
Rico,
that one more time.
He's right. That would be a stupid.
It
fucking rule.
would be a stupid pick.
Hey,
What's-
guys, I want to hear him work himself through this.
Go ahead.
Okay,
What
so if it's not
situation?
that-
What situation provides where you need to put a napkin over your food?
The bar. Flies, if there's flies out.
What on earth?
It's a dumbass rule. That's why I said it's a dumb fucking rule.
It is. You
Don't
know
make
what's
me
not?
try to, like,
you know
prove
what's
it.
not a dumb rule? What I actually picked.
So what the fuck did you actually pick?
That if somebody gets married at the Ritz Carlton and it's $400 to $500 a plate, you and your date don't put $100 in an envelope.
Cover your plate.
You and your date don't put $100 and enjoy the filet mignon and the dance floor
Got
and all the
it.
free drinks and take something to go like Skell Bombers.
See, you guys
You
are
give a
old
good
geezers.
gift.
You have wisdom. I don't
Give
have
a good
wisdom.
gift.
You
I
said
went to one of my friend's wedding, and I wish I knew that because I didn't even know I had to give
didn't even
money
know
at
that?
the wedding.
Oh my god! What
Bro,
is
you
it?
really
So I just I Venmoed him. I fucking
video fucking series.
No, that's fine.
Life
That's
skills with
acceptable.
Nicky Smokes.
I Venmoed him.
How much? Did you
But
Venmo?
let me ask you, like, you didn't go
300.
to a wedding as a kid?
That's good. You're good.
I went to one.
But no, as
And I
a
was
kid, that's
10 years
different.
old.
Did
You're
you
not-
watch? Do you?
Oh, hey, Mom, how much was the fucking plate
No,
to
not
cover?
that. I'm not. It's just. What do you think people do at a wedding?
I don't know.
Just the idea. I wish we never had to clarify. And the next time Smokes was at a wedding, he just delicately placed
yeah.
a napkin over his
Or
food.
sent a video
All
of him
dainty
ranting
like.
and raving, like put it in, you fucking pussy scumbag, and it's just me being like, yeah, you're right, like. Cover your
Nick.
plate at a
Oh,
wedding.
man.
Oh
Wait,
my
how bad
God.
did you get stiffed on your wedding? It sounds like no one tipped you.
No. Good gifts, but you cover you.
Yeah.
I
Automatic.
knew- I knew-
Automatic. Yeah.
I knew you were perfect for this draft.
Listen, by the same
I knew
token,
you'd
though,
be
to
perfect.
Eddie's point, people shouldn't be shamed just because you get married at a place that's $1,000 a plate. Like that's where it's weird. Like I want you there, so I
No.
don't expect $2,000.
No,
but
right.
know know what's going on. You get married at a nice place.
Get directionally there.
Now-
Get close.
Now
Get
here's-
close.
Rico, it's a good pick, but here's the thing, though. I wish we knew more. You know, I wish
Yes.
we knew more about how much the plate was. You know,
I think it's a standard number. I also think it's like
Well,
locations. Like let's put it this way:
if
you were from what's like a cheaper state, if you were from Iowa, I think me and my wife giving you 300 might go a lot longer than it would in
For sure.
New York.
Definitely.
well, you
so
tell
it's-
me.
I also think there should be a standard for people who are in town versus out of town. Like if you're
Yeah, that's
spending,
true, too.
if you're spending a lot
Yes,
to travel,
that's a good point,
hotels,
too.
the whole
for
thing,
sure.
then maybe your gift isn't, you know.
A pretty standard thing in Chicago, you tell me if it's the same in New York, is, and you guys correct me if you agree with this, I've always been told if it's closer to the city, it's a lot more
Yeah,
expensive.
yeah.
If it's more,
But I'm
if it's
saying-
a wedding in the suburbs, probably a little cheap. But,
Chief,
like, it's
I'm
fine.
saying you get it's not a hotel. It's not like college buddy within the realm. You're all just going.
Yeah.
You no hotel, no out of town, no flight, no nothing. On a Friday night, you're just going to Eddie's hometown, 25 minutes away, and you're like, cover your
Rico,
plate.
I think it's a great
Yeah.
pick. I think it's a great pick.
I do think we can enter the Shark Tank here for a minute. There's a business there where if there's ratemyprofessor.com, someone should have an itinerary of like, hey, what's an
And they
average
can give an
plate
estimate.
at the Ritz, the JW Marriott,
that's a good
the
idea.
Arlington Heights, fucking
But again, it shouldn't
Marriott,
be, it
the
shouldn't
Arlington
be
Heights
the
DoubleTree.
guest's problem to feel guilty when somebody runs up for $1,000 a plate. But for the most part, you know what
That's-
you're getting.
that's
like,
the
I also
exception.
feel working
feel
class
like-
couple.
Yeah.
Like
I
again, you
just
probably
wish-
figure, all right, 200 a plate. I'm at least putting 400 in for me and my date, or 500. You don't have to go crazy covering
fair.
it. But it's like, just don't throw up
Yeah.
250s in there and be like,
Sure.
we're good for the
you're,
night. Like,
Rico, you're 100%
Yeah.
right.
I did wish that I wish there was a site that existed like that.
Yeah, it's a good call. It's one of those things where it's also like I will always overdo it too. Because
Yeah,
it's
yeah,
just
yeah.
like because you don't want to be this guy.
Right.
Yeah. Right. So
cover your plate.
Yeah.
Put your food.
I always
put a
assume-
napkin over your food.
I got a question then. What about the wedding registry? Is that different? This is just me speaking.
Well,
dumb
yeah, I've
'cause-
heard. I think outside, like we give cash. Like, did you
Yeah.
ever watch the Sebastian Maniscalco stand up?
Yeah, I love him.
Yeah, when he goes Italians, we give cash in an envelope. There's
Yeah.
a big bag of cash. I think out here there's like you could like or weird like people give like blenders as a wedding
yeah,
gift.
that's the thing.
Someone gave me a blender, I'd blend them in it.
Well, then you shouldn't have registered for it.
Oh, there's like gifts that you could
Yeah.
register for.
Usually
Oh,
on
we
the
want a
wedding
toaster.
website,
we want
wish
this.
Yeah,
Yes.
but that's usually. I think this is like
That's
a,
child
where
wants,
you're from.
though.
I
Yeah.
think I'm only gonna get like East Coast votes on this because I think like in the Midwest or different parts of like middle of nowhere like you have a bridal shower and that's where you get all the stuff. Like
Yeah.
I came back from the bridal shower, we had 400 different things of toaster,
Yeah.
blender, garbage can, like all that stuff.
I will say I have never given anything besides money as a gift.
Yeah,
I haven't
wouldn't.
either.
Yeah.
Good pick.
And
I'd say it
most of the
stands in
time-
the Midwest too.
Yeah.
At least in my experience, like when all they want is cash, anyways.
Yeah, cash is king.
All right,
Can't buy
Nicky.
drugs with a blender. Let's see. My third pick.
Getting married, need the blow.
You're old. You have a wife. It's different. You guys live with yourselves, right? Solo
Yeah.
dolo, solo
Yeah, yeah,
dolo.
yeah.
All right. So I just got out of college. So I've had roommates. I still do have a roommate. Roommates should not be allowed to soak their dishes. Clean them. There's no dish soaking. You can't just leave the soap in, leave the dishes overnight. Because
There you
then
go,
you just,
Smokes.
Then
Now
you
you're
just have
getting
a
it.
full sink. You just have a full sink. It never gets clean. Then you got all these fucking bugs flying in your sink. And then the girls come over and they want to clean your sink. And you think it's cute, but they really just think you're a fat fucking slob. So don't soak dishes in my house. That's actually an unwritten rule that is followed every day in my house.
Don't soak your dishes.
Yes.
Yeah.
If you're
I
gonna,
like
if
that
you're gonna
pick.
hand wash them, hand wash them
And put it back.
and put them back,
Yeah.
or put them right in the dishwasher. There
Yeah.
should never be anything in the sink.
I kind of agree on the fact that like I don't know why just not washing your shit right after became out. Like that should be just a unanimous
I'll
thing.
even wash it and then sit down and eat.
So,
Well, that's what that's what like women do. At least my mom does. I'm not saying I'm a woman. I'm just saying like if it's a quick scrub down, scrub it out, sit down, eat, let the plate cool off. I just fucked myself. I know what I said.
yeah. You distracted me because I will sometimes overnight leave it.
Yeah,
Just-
just-
but I live alone. But it's
It's a
like,
little different.
Yeah, but when you're saying like finish your food immediately go back and do it, I can't do that. Sometimes I put myself in a little coma.
Yeah, but as long as it's done within like an hour, 2 hours, it's whatever.
Yeah,
but like you should not be having shit sink overnight.
I agree. In general, I agree. Sometimes next morning I'll do it, but it's never,
Never more than that.
Yeah.
I think it's a good pick.
Yeah, I think it's a very good pick.
Wow.
All right. Don't soak your dishes.
It's a good pick.
Back to me.
Pretty shriek.
I also think there should be a way. You should have a roommate that's in charge of everything. And when we're looking at places, they should be allowed to lie on the rent and build in a cleaning lady. So like if we're looking at places and it's like how much? If I told Eddie $1,300, it's really
Like
$1,250.
Yeah.
And the $150 is going to be for the cleaning lady like once a month.
All right.
Built in, and it's one of those things. The money's already gone. You
Yeah.
don't even tell them. Whatever.
No, I think
there should like somebody should be like the head roommate organizing like that.
Yeah, that's
'Cause then you
that's
don't
who
have-
my roommate is.
Or lay it out. You could lay it out. I'm saying lie like just to whatever, but you could lay it out to him and be like, yo,
My
Eddie,
roommate sent me a
it's
full
$1,250,
Excel sheet.
But I'm telling you right now, it's gonna be $1,300 because we're getting a cleaning lady.
Have you ever
once
had a
month.
cleaning lady? I've never had one. I'm thinking about getting one.
Not
I got
much.
a girl
That's
for
great.
you.
I've had it a few times.
We'll
I
talk
told you about
offline.
my cleaning lady
Yolanda.
fiasco.
Yolanda is an angel.
I'm in.
Great.
I had this fiasco. I think I said it on Pick Central. The cleaning lady comes on a Friday, place is spotless. I go then the day after or that day later to get in the shower, water right in my face. When to show that she cleans the shower head, she
Pipes
Changes
it.
the direction.
points
Yeah,
it back
yeah.
at me. So my wife's like, well, that's on you, because I just go in, turn it,
Yeah.
turn the thing on so I could hear the water. So my wife goes, that's on you. Like, who doesn't look when you go in the shower? I'm like, it's my house. I'm supposed to know where shit is.
Yeah.
You might as well be blind. Should be blind in my house and know where all my shit
I
is.
agree.
That's my pile of clothes.
How heavy is the pressure?
What?
How is
I mean,
the
I
pressure?
hit it all the way.
Yeah.
I hit it all the way, or at least 3/4.
You can
right
get-
in my face.
You don't run in the water even for a second before you get in?
No, I do run it.
So how would it hit you in the
He's
face?
saying it was the
lady turns
cocked.
it.
It was
Yeah.
cocked to his face.
Yeah.
The lady.
Oh,
it's-
so you're
yeah,
like outside the shower?
outside the shower, and she hits me with it.
All right.
Damn.
Crazy.
All right.
That
Dude,
could be like an
yeah.
Italian unwritten rule.
I guess.
No,
No,
because
that's
like we
okay.
always clean the house and then the cleaning lady comes the next day.
I went to.
Like, what the fuck?
All right, so that's what I was gonna say for Dave. I don't feel right taking it now, but like you always have to clean before the cleaning lady.
I
that's a
would
huge
I would go
unwritten
like
rule.
spotless.
All right, so I'm gonna take that.
I just gave it out.
I'm up. I might take it.
You can't take.
I just
it.
gave out a fucking
Why
banger
can't I
free
take it?
game. I'm such a
Because
rookie.
I thought that was too close to being nice to service industry people, so I was just gonna like talk about it.
I'm not going to take it from you.
All right, well,
but
then
I,
I mean, you're
Take it.
taking it from me because I said it, and then he said he wanted
No.
it. So
I thought about it first.
that's definitely.
I said it
unwritten rule,
first.
though. That's a good pick.
That would have been
I'm taking
no, you're not.
it. Yep.
Everyone that's gonna watch this knows I said it, so it doesn't matter.
All right, to me, you got to tell someone when they're on speakerphone if you're with someone else.
Totally.
Yeah.
I like that.
You have to, dude. You're a scumbag if you don't.
I like that.
Scumbag.
You when you hit accept the call, you don't even say hey what's up. You're like hey you're on speaker.
Yes,
Yeah.
you must.
It's like do not let anything get out of their mouth. Hey you're on speaker immediately.
Yeah. Have you ever gotten in trouble for doing that though?
Probably.
Yeah. Well, or I would say like you're in the car, right? And you're sitting with your girlfriend or significant other, and someone pops up. You say, "Hey, you're on speaker," and then you hang up. She'll be like, "Why would you do that? What are you trying to hide?"
It's-
Oh,
it's-
really?
Yeah,
I
I've
think
had that
that's just standard.
I agree, but I have been questioned. Like, why did you do that?
Oh, that's a bad question. That's
That
an
is a
unfair
bad question. It's because
Yeah.
they're on speaker. Not
Yeah.
everything's for you.
You should. You have to let the people know.
Yeah.
Dana, it's
How'd that
Ari.
relationship go?
It's over.
You're on
It's
speaker. I'm in the
over.
phone. I'm in the car with my wife.
Yeah.
It's also like it saves lives. Like, hey, mom, you're on speaker. Like my girlfriend's in the car, because like you never know like what someone could say.
That's
or
right.
how they
Yeah,
answer the
exactly.
phone.
That's
Yeah.
exactly why.
Yeah.
I think it's a good pick. Chief, to you.
I'll
Go
take
ahead,
clean,
steal
cleaning
my
before the
pick.
cleaning
Yeah.
lady.
Of course.
We've already talked about it. You can't just like.
Did you genuinely have this on your board?
Yeah,
Okay.
I was when Dave was
Let me
saying
see
be
the print.
nice to service industry people. I was gonna like, because I think it is pretty close to that, but this is more specific. I was gonna be like, this is a better example of what you're
It
saying.
is definitely a better example
Yeah.
that I wish I had. I've never had a cleaning
Yeah.
service.
Well, you do now. I'll give you Yolanda's number. She's
so
incredible.
Going off of this exact pick, I would, in my version, and I'm a clean freak. I know nobody's gonna believe that, but I am.
You are.
But I want the like every fucking corner.
Well,
of that.
that's-
exactly.
so,
like
like-
put it over the top.
Right. So with Yolanda, like there's a difference in my head between a cleaning lady and a maid. So
Well, what are we breaking down Yolanda's cleaning services?
Yolanda's incredible.
Shout out Yolanda.
How often do you get her?
I
Is she
believe it.
hot?
No, she's like.
Does she have a fat ass?
Okay, let's not talk about Yolanda. She is an angel.
Right.
That should
Wait,
be
wait,
a thing.
wait.
I know they did that on Shameless. There should be some kind of
Like hot cleaning
hot
lady
cleaning
service?
lady thing. Yeah, like
I'd be in there. Like,
Yeah,
swim
hey,
lanes.
hot
course
girls
you
just
would.
go into strangers' homes dressed all fucking.
I feel like that's
scantily
called
clad.
escorts.
Super safe.
Like if you paid an escort enough, I'm sure she'd clean your house.
But this is like she's doing the baseboard. She's not doing your dishes.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
So that's like you can't just like leave shit around.
No.
So you pick up your clothes. You
Yes.
pick it-
Yeah.
You put the no dishes in the sink. Like you do all that, and then she
Yes,
cleans.
that's what I'm
cleans-
looking for.
She gets things cleaned you didn't necessarily know were even dirty.
Yeah,
Exactly.
It's a good pick. It's a
Yeah.
great pick.
Yeah.
You're up again, 4th round.
I'll take taking calls when you're in the car with people.
I mean, you guys want to see the fucking house? Did you see the fucking house?
But you could do it quickly, but you can't just be having like full on conversations when you're in
How
the-
many did we say?
In
Ed?
fairness, I went through the car wash here, worked all day. I wanted to enjoy my meal. That Eddie
Do
offered
you not
to-
like this unwritten rule?
I don't like this unwritten rule. You gotta. I don't want
Well,
to be
you
on
can
the
admit
phone.
that it's a good rule while
Yes.
sometimes having to.
I don't
to
want.
break
There was
it.
a lot of pain in those phone calls. It was like, tell me how bad it is. Like, what do we got? What's
I can
the
sense the
damage?
shame in your voice right now.
It
that
was
you.
Eddie. You're talking. I'm talking about my fucking house being a disaster.
House
You
is
think
a
I wanted to-
disaster.
Think I wanted to take those phone calls?
Kitchen's built
Oh,
on a
that's
Then
grave.
he knew
look
too.
at-
He was such a fucking conniving bastard. He goes, one of them was jet ski. He was like, it's like he was Verizon itemizing the fucking call
It
log.
was unreal. dude.
Shout out Radio Shack.
Kitchen's built on a graveyard. Like, this guy's just going on and on.
Yeah,
It's like,
but that's one of those things.
fuck Radio
Yeah.
Shack.
I'm still very old school. I'll call all these. Jack. It drives Jack nuts. I just call Jack all the time.
Yeah.
You
Yeah.
can't, if you're, because then you got to sit there, especially if it's on speakerphone, you got to sit there just like on mute.
Yeah.
You know, you can't do anything.
Yeah, fair.
Good pick. Back,
I called into Healthy Debate on speaker. Just wanted you to know that.
Were you here?
Yeah,
Oh, all right.
just letting you know.
I'm very pro. I don't give a fuck.
I know.
all right, back to me. Must offer the mailman or the lawn care workers a water if you're
Love.
if you're both at the
great
same
one.
time.
Ed,
Love.
It's a good one.
Love that
movers.
Movers, yes.
Yeah.
Must,
Really, anyone that comes into my
Yes.
house is getting offered.
Love
Yeah.
that.
Yeah.
must offer any service worker
God
like
damn
that
it.
one.
a water at your house.
Hey, Ed, great fucking
Thank
pick.
you.
Yeah.
Yeah, you have
Fantastic
to.
pick.
Hot day, they're sweating their
Yeah.
ass off, trimming the hedges. You know, you gotta.
A guy comes in to fix the dryer.
Yes.
Yeah.
Guys want water?
Yeah.
Ed's running away with this one, I
Nah.
think.
I think I like my. I got my top 3 right now, so I like my board.
Yeah, it's just. I don't know. It's
Yeah, no, great pick.
You
said
guys
lawn
have put
care
me in a
workers-
blender, honestly, because
Oh,
I was over
these-
here like thinking like way outside of the box, and you guys are just
No, you're
being
good, man.
civilians.
But it's
These
it's
are
just-
unwritten rules.
Yeah.
We live in a society, Smokes.
I know. I got to get out of my own.
That's why you gotta always have bottled water on hand.
Yeah.
Like even if you're a tap water or whatever guy, you just need that in case.
I
Like
agree.
I had my sewers done, and I just moved in, and I didn't have anything yet, and I felt fucking horrible.
Oh, it's terrible.
And
Yeah.
that's-
Did you at least verbalize it? Hey, guys. This, like,
yeah, I was like, I'm
yeah.
I'm really sorry.
You know what else I feel like is a nice move? Is when if you're done moving, like you have movers come in, you're done moving them, you give them beer. Because it's usually kids. You know,
Yeah,
it's like
yeah,
college
yeah, for
kids,
sure.
and it's like, hey, you know, here's
You
a,
want an ice
up
cold
here.
one?
or even like here's a 24 pack.
Out of the last
Yeah.
2 apartments I've left, I know I got docked on one apartment because I left shit in the fridge, but I left a 12 pack for the next tenant.
I like
Oh,
that.
that's nice.
You should have put a
Miller
bow.
Lite.
You should have put a bow on it with a note. Then they couldn't have. Be
That's-
like, hey, it's my gift. Because it's clearly closed. Like you gotta be a sick fuck to like poison it. But
I've never thought
that's
of
probably why they do it for safety.
Yeah.
Probably.
Seriousness.
So the woman who owned my house before me left me a bottle of champagne with like a nice congratulations
Oh, nice.
note. It was a very nice.
Oh,
touch.
that's a nice gesture.
Yeah, it was very nice.
Yeah.
yeah.
The guy who I bought my house from, he left me a nice little gift.
A graveyard under the kitchen.
Yeah.
Left me a house that might as well be fucking condemned. I'll get him.
Yeah, he may have won that battle, but you,
gonna
Rico
get
Bosco, will win that war.
I'm gonna get him.
He'll
Not-
get him.
I like
Nick,
that.
as long as your family's
Great pick,
safe
Ed.
and Dave's family's not enough hurricanes and fucking floods
Yeah.
can hit Florida where this guy is.
And obviously, mailman and lawn care pop in your head because it's always super hot when they come.
Yeah.
You know, Nicky, you're up again.
What do we got?
What round are we in? 4?
Yeah.
4, yeah. So you got 2 more picks. So
I'm debating between 3 right now. Should I do one that like could save your life or one that protects the vast majority of citizens in America?
If those are the options, I mean,
I would highly imagine that all 3 of these are not really on anybody's boards. So
Yeah, I think you're good. You got
Think
2
you'll be
picks
okay.
left.
I was gonna do don't fight guys with cauliflower ear.
That's a great one. That's your best pick of the draft.
yep.
Fucking
Is that a
incredible.
good- that's an unwritten rule, or is that like?
It's
just-
where
that's
can you
like
find that?
that's kind of like
That might be the best pick of the draft.
no, but that's
I
like
think.
look both ways before crossing the street.
Yeah.
No, it's not.
Yeah,
That's-
it is.
How?
No, this
Find
is
me
a
where.
societal
it's not.
rule.
Chief, you get points for being creative. I'll give the kid credit.
But
I think it's a great
is
pick.
that in the same spirit of offering drinks to like
Yeah, like
workers
not
in your
everyone
house?
knows.
No,
this
it's like
unwritten
the
rule.
urinal buffer. Like it's not spoken ever necessarily.
I was never like
It's not-
I was never told, hey son, see that shit in his ear? Don't ever fight those guys.
It's just something it's a rule. I think it's an awesome pick.
Thank you.
I think it's an awesome pick.
Well, there are rules against like assault, so that's a rule.
No,
Yeah,
no,
but
no,
it's not a
don't
rule
start
against
shit at a
cauliflower.
Yeah,
Yeah. I mean, all right. I don't think it's like a good tip. I don't know if it's an unwritten rule.
I think it's an awesome.
I think
awesome
it's a good pick. I agree, but there's something about it that makes it kind of.
Don't run red lights. You know, like these are just
that's
general.
a law.
If
All right,
you look
all
up
right,
an
how about
unwritten
look
rule,
both ways before crossing the street.
Don't
That's
text and
to me-
drive. Don't text and drive on the highway.
That's a law.
I think that's becoming a law too.
but
That's
this
already
is
a law.
specific. This
That's
isn't
very
saying
much
no
a law.
fighting.
Very specific. I like it. Creative.
Don't fight.
Don't
cauliflower.
Because I don't
People
think
with cauliflower
I think
ear.
some people would just go, look at this guy with fucked up ear, and they don't know why it's a fucked up ear.
And then they get rocked because they
Yes.
don't know the unwritten rule.
Yeah, I think it's.
I mean,
a
it's
fantastic
definitely a
pick.
rule everyone should abide by.
Yeah, but
And it's unwritten, so therefore
Yeah.
it's a great pick.
I don't know what you guys are even arguing about. I think it's one of the best picks. of the draft.
I think
Thank you.
there's a tip. There's a difference between like a tip and
Like
having
it's almost like a
caution.
wise man like told you this. Like this is like a
But that's
rule for-
unwritten
I
rules.
don't know. To me, it's like it's the same vein as look both ways before crossing the street. Like you're gonna get smoked. If
I
you
mean,
don't do
it's
that.
it's a viable pick.
Yeah.
It's
As
fine.
long as it's on the board, I don't care.
All right.
Rico.
I got a bunch because I got my first 3, so now it's like, what do you want to do to shape out the rest of your roster? I'm going to do one that just drives me fucking insane. Don't cut in to a merge lane at the last minute.
Like you're getting off the exit.
Don't be
Yeah.
the guy. Or it's a lane where 2 lanes go this way to Belt Parkway East, and you're that bastard who just zips
Darts
in.
across.
You're a scumbag if you don't wait in the full line.
Yeah.
And listen,
I've gotten
everyone's
into
a little
wars.
guilty if you're in like a super rush
100%.
and you feel terrible doing it.
No, there's guys who calculate it.
Yeah,
they know
if you
I'm gonna.
consistently
And be
do
honest,
it-
I mean, you do it, but I do it when there's enough space. Like if you can do it smoothly and your car gets in one motion before that guy notices, that's on you.
Yeah.
That's why I drive like a scumbag and always have my alerts up of going and noticing what's coming. Here
Yep.
he comes, and I put bumper to bumper. And then there's been other times where they think they could cut, and I just go like this
Yeah.
behind me, and I keep fucking going. Because my time, like, it's valuing my time. It's
Yeah.
like you don't. The same thing. Like I've gotten in fights with people at the bake. Like a guy comes in, or you're waiting online, you're talking to somebody, and they come up. Hey, can you? This is my time. This is my time. I waited in the line to talk to the lady. You don't just get to ask a question and then move along. No.
like
Respect
that.
my time.
All right.
And you're saying like a super long line that everybody's in.
Or like it's bumper to bumper like all day, or the thing you're going into is going to be a disaster of traffic. Like the people who know what they're doing and just try to take
Yeah,
it.
so
Rico
it's like there's a
definitely has
lane.
to
try
Are you
to
talking
take
like
it.
there's a lane closure and everybody is over because you see it like 100 yards up ahead and you drive in and cut them
and
off?
that guy just zips all the way up in the empty lane
Yeah.
and then it comes at the
Yeah,
last
that,
second.
but more so knowing like Belt Parkway East
Okay.
is 2 lanes this way, and they come along and ride, and just
Dart.
stick their dick in,
I
and now
mean-
they got no chance because they're in front. They're
Yeah.
basically in front. They got half their car in front of you. Now it's like, well, what can I do? Because I can't move to the left because the other lane is jammed up. So like, it's those people.
Don't hate the player, hate the game.
And it's we call it in New York. It's dicking in. Don't dick in.
No dicking in.
Dicking in.
No
no
dicking
dicking
in.
in.
White Sox Dave.
I think there's too much gray area with that one, Rico. Personally,
Yeah, it sounds more like a tip.
I am going with this one. This one is probably much more personal, but the oldest son is always in charge of doing the yard work, cutting the grass. That was just
So that the young
You
son
got
just
abused.
gets off.
100% of the time.
I guess there's such a big age gap for me and my brother, but
It's you are in charge of once a week picking up all the dog shit in the backyard and cutting the grass because you're the oldest son.
yeah, I don't know about that.
I guess. I mean, I got stuck with that, but
Yeah, so I did too, but
I don't have brothers.
Yeah, I can't relate to that.
Yeah, so I don't.
Yeah.
I don't.
did you just come up with that, like on the spot?
No,
I think so.
That was not on a draft
I think he
board.
fucking
Was that
lived
on your
it.
list?
I've talked about this before.
No, I know you
Yeah,
did,
but
was this on your
let me
list
see your
today?
draft
Yeah.
list. There's no way it's on there.
I delete everything.
Bosco.
Ah,
Bosco, anything on this?
It seems like
It's lame, but it's true.
I
Like,
feel
did
like
you
it's
take pride in it? Yeah, I
I
don't
feel
know.
like it. I feel like when
I
it's
think
your
you
turn, it's
eventually
your turn.
age out. Yeah.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
it's,
no,
that's-
exactly. It's your turn, and as the oldest son until
But
you
like,
move out,
let's
and then
right. But then it's the next kid up.
the oldest
All right,
male
then
in the house.
fine.
Yeah,
then
Other
fine.
aside from the dad, the
Right.
dad, like once you're of age, like me, I don't know, 10, 12 years old, you can
Yeah.
physically cut
All
the
right,
grass
that's
on your
fine.
own. It's yours.
Yeah,
I like it.
but then you graduate, and if you have a younger brother, he does it.
It passes on to him.
So, but in theory, you could do it for 7 years. He could do it for 1. If you're a year apart.
Technically, yeah.
Damn. Okay.
All right.
Is this my last pick?
This
Well,
is Dave's last
up
pick.
again.
Dave was
Um,
twice.
I keep getting it. fucked
Then
up.
it's me on the way back.
And then me.
Don't read someone else's text or look at other pictures. If they're showing you something, just
Like
don't
that.
scroll through their shit. Just read
Yeah.
what they're intending to show you, and that is it.
I'm kind of guilty. Like when someone shows
Yeah,
me
I
a
know you
picture,
are.
I'm always
I know
like
you are.
swiping left. Like maybe I'll get like a free booty pic or something.
Yeah. No, that's against the rules, Smokes. It's against the rules.
It's the best.
Unreal.
It's like you're playing the lotto.
Yeah, I think this is a good pick, Dave.
Yeah.
Like
Solid.
just no.
And on that note, I will be preemptively voting myself off the poll, so you guys can just
Damn.
handle
It's all
that
good.
later.
Wow.
I got a few again. I think.
You can only pick one.
I
You
know.
don't think you could beat Nick in the vote off?
I think you could. He
I
wants to
think you
leave
could.
dog shit everywhere.
I don't
That
know.
is
We'll
true.
see.
Yeah, I think I
yeah,
folded
he
that
at
one.
least,
The rest
like,
are good though. The picks 1 and 3 are
Well, let's let
bangers.
it. Let's let it.
Yeah, let's let the dust settle a little
shake
bit.
out.
I think I gotta go with. I'm surprised this lasted till the 5th. If you know me, you knew it was probably gonna come. Hold the door for women. Open the door for women.
Car
Unwritten
door?
rule. Car door. Doors in general. Like you're walking on a work conference. You work with a coworker. Like walk up, hold the door. Hold the door for women.
Okay, I saw this clip. Was it the Yak?
Yeah, yesterday.
Okay, now I think that I will be the middleman here. He was say do it all the time, correct? I think it should be reserved for like a special, like a date night. Like you open now we Uber everywhere, so Uber door for
I'll get the Uber door.
you open the restaurant doors for her. In a professional situation, you always open it for the woman. But if you're fucking grocery shopping on a Saturday, open your own fucking
No,
door.
so I disagree. I feel like door opening that's not car should be open every single time. If you're opening the door to get in the car to go to Publix, which is like a grocery store back home, I feel like that's not a big deal.
No, yeah, exactly.
But even
That-
if you're
no.
walking into any type of store, you should get the door.
Well, the old school thing of it just doesn't work because I think when you opening the door to go somewhere, definitely do that. When you get to the restaurant, you can't say stay here and
Yeah.
then you go
No,
around
you're
and
right.
open it
No.
again like paparazzi. It just doesn't work. Like,
Right.
No, you're right.
but I'm saying open the door on the way there, especially if you walk out of your house and your car's parked on the street that's going this way, not a one way. You're gonna pass the passenger side
Right,
anyway.
anyways, yeah.
Open the door
yeah.
and hold the door.
I feel like
I just do that for people in general.
no, but
as
like
a
if
whole,
you're
but,
saying like
yeah.
you ordered an Uber to go somewhere, you should open that.
Yeah, always.
Yeah.
Yeah, or you get.
I'll
I mean,
literally
we
tell
still-
them, don't touch the fucking door. Like, it'll piss me off.
Yeah, we're in the
Listen,
suburbs.
bitch.
Touch that fucking door, bitch.
No, I'll literally say, if you touch that fucking door, you can call another Uber.
You're not
It's
coming in this
disrespectful. Like, I can't be an
to
Italian
not
man.
It's
accept
disrespectful to not let you be a gentleman.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The other one too.
Exactly.
I don't think this is so old school. I've modernized it, but back when you were going on dates in high school, you first got your license or college, you don't beep outside the.
Oh
No,
No, never.
You walk
I didn't think
up.
anyone was going to take that, but it goes hand in hand. You don't beep.
You know, beep.
Yeah, no beeping.
You know.
Nikki.
All right, last pick. I don't know if you guys are going to take this or not because it kind of bounces off something. Don't call me if it could be a text message.
I like
It's
that.
good. And it's very true.
I hate getting phone calls.
Like, don't call me 3 times like, hey, I'm here. Like, just text me. I'll come down. I'll come get you. Or, yo, what are you doing today? Like, you could just text me that. Like, if it's a serious emergency, call me.
yeah.
Like, don't call me to ask me, like, 3 stupid little small talk questions and then just hang up and we get nothing out of the phone
You don't
call.
catch up with guys?
I do. Like, when I see them in person.
No.
You don't catch up with people?
There are
no.
times when phone calls are appropriate. Of
course.
But like if you're, I'm kind of with you. Like
Right.
it's like, hey, what was like the plan? And it's like, well, it's
Right.
yeah.
What if you know that the question you're going to ask could be like, they're just going to say, explain that or question mark emoji you.
Yeah.
So you just pick up the phone, make a quick
That's fine.
call, knowing that there's going to be
Yeah,
an
if you're
offset
dealing with a
of that.
complete idiot and you're like, I already know this is going to go on forever, let me just call him.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Right.
But if he's calling me like, hey, what time does this start? Like, bro, just text me that.
I also have, we'll just say it's my dad. My dad, like you could text him, he'll just never see it. I don't know how he like just oblivious. You know, oh,
It's an
you
old
look at
school
you
thing.
like go home, and you're like, you have 98 text messages. He's
Yeah.
like, I do. Like he just ignores, like he just doesn't see him. So if you want to actually get in touch with him, you have to call.
See, that's what drives me nuts too. Sometimes, like especially like younger kids or like your cousins or shit like that. If you're out, like you text them, they're attached to the fucking phone all day long. Like
Yeah.
I know
You see it. Yeah.
you see
Yeah.
it, dude. Like
I enjoy
That's
talking
how-
on the phone, Rico.
yeah, we catch up.
Yeah.
Like that, it applies with girls too. Like if you text them and they take 3 hours to answer, they do not find you attractive. You know that bitch is on Instagram scrolling all day. That was another unwritten rule I had. Oh, we do honorable mentions. Okay.
At the end.
At the end.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got 2 more.
I'm gonna get extremely ratchet on honorable mentions.
All right.
Cool.
All right. To me, I'm between 2 here. One might be a personal pet peeve, so I'm not going to do that. I'm just going to talk about an honorable mention. My last pick will be if you gotta fill up the gas tank if you borrow some in your car.
Yeah.
Love.
You know?
Yeah.
Great pick.
Like, that's especially like if you're the guy who has a truck and you're always borrowing it out because someone needs to move something. You gotta fill up that guy's tank.
Yeah.
It's just it's common courtesy.
Yeah.
I mean, it's so much so that they made it a law for FedEx and shit like that. Or not FedEx. What am I thinking of? U-Haul.
U-Haul, yeah.
U-Haul.
I mean,
And
I
even
yeah.
even rental
Enterprise,
cars.
yeah, yeah.
Rental
Yeah.
cars will fucking dick you.
Oh
Yeah,
yeah, they'll go
big
like
$10 a gallon.
yeah,
or something.
they'll double it.
Yeah.
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 Pretty straightforward, but
Good pick.
it's an unwritten rule. People who like
Or
leave
car
it,
wash too.
yeah, if they give it back to you on empty, it's like, come on.
Yeah,
Don't
you're a
be a
dirt
dick.
bag.
You're a scumbag. All right, Chief, Mr. Irrelevant.
I'm kind of surprised. Well, I don't want to take this then. I'm going to talk about an honorable mention. That there's an obvious one for you that you talk about all the time.
Probably.
You can't have 2 favorite teams.
Whoa. Damn, I can't believe I didn't get that one.
Duh.
Duh. Do you want to just take? You want to
That's
just have it?
fire.
I mean,
That's a snap.
that's your thing.
I didn't. I was trying to think out of the box and nothing like that clicked for me for
That
this
could have
one,
been
for
a
whatever
round
reason.
1 pick.
Oh, I should have done that one.
That could have
Yeah,
been a
I
round
mean
1
that's
pick.
as obvious
I'm
a
just,
rule as it gets.
yeah.
You're gonna take it?
I think I want to. It feels like it has to be on the board. But
How-
I was
How
waiting for you
little
to take it.
respect do you, Rico, have for the New York people that say they're New York fans in baseball?
Yeah, they're Mets
or
and
football
Yankees.
for you guys.
Losers.
Losers. They're losers. They're losers.
I would also say don't wear a random jersey to a fucking game that has nothing.
Another
involved.
great one.
Go to
Another
a
great
Falcons
one.
Bears game. You're wearing a fucking Dolphins or
I
Ravens.
hate that
It's
shit.
just the worst.
Pisses me off.
My buddy, we go to games with my buddy and we just yell like irrelevant.
Smokes.
Just scream at them from like 5
You're
rows
telling me
back.
if you were at the Bears Vikings game this Saturday, you wouldn't, or Sunday, you wouldn't have been wearing a Eagles something
What?
Dolphins.
or Dolphins something?
Damn, I'm a hypocrite.
Yeah, exactly.
I literally wore a Jalen Waddle jersey to a Bears preseason.
But
game.
like, this is
They
one of
weren't
those
even
things where
playing?
you can get
No,
away.
But they're
Don't do
playing
that.
the Bills.
That's
They're
against-
playing the Bills, so it's like my rival team.
but
that doesn't matter.
I was basically a Bears fan. I'm like, yo, yeah, you're my enemy's
Yeah.
enemy. Like, we're friends.
you're gonna be one of those guys that has a different set of rules though. Like if I saw you at a
But it
at
wasn't
a-
regular season. If it's regular season and you're doing that, that would piss me off.
No.
Like preseason on a Saturday, I don't count it as hard.
But I also feel like you could just be like, oh, it's Sunday, so I wear a Dolphins jersey.
I
It's
do
like
do that,
I'm
yeah.
Smokes. I touch Kate's belly. Like I just like there's like you're in a different universe.
Some
agree.
birds'
Where it's
feathers are
fine.
too bright to be caged.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, that's a good pick.
Yeah.
Great
Now,
pick.
a question. You're in a very large state. Is that kind of a thing or no? I know you don't
What?
have a 2-city team, but like, are people like Rays and Marlins fans? Are people like
Florida.
Bucks
No,
and
fuck no.
Bucks
I mean, it's
and
hard enough to
Dolphins
find
fans?
Marlins fans and Dolphins.
I know,
fans.
or like Dolphins and Bucks. Like,
Well, no.
What if you
hell
live
no.
in Orlando? Could you be like, I like Jacksonville, and then I'll watch the
Bucks
as
too?
well?
No, you kind of have to pick like one or the other.
oh, okay, I didn't know.
They
how
show
Florida
both
rolled
teams like
that.
local teams.
Gotcha. I didn't know Florida was like some
Yeah.
like I'm rooting for Florida.
I mean, there's people like that.
Like, I mean-
like my dad, for example, he never went to college, so he just he just wants a good Florida college team to win the national.
So it's like your dad and Ron DeSantis, basically.
Yeah,
Are
sure.
like the two Florida fans.
Like he doesn't care if Florida State wins it, Florida wins it, or Miami. Like as long as a Florida team wins the national championship, he's fine with it.
Who do you root for? Florida?
Florida.
Dave, what was the worst day of your life?
When the Cubs won the World Series.
See, like that's how it should be.
Yeah, I agree.
Yeah.
All right, I got 5 left. I'll just go through them really quick. The wave when driving, if someone lets you in,
Yeah, you
gotta
gotta
give them the
a
wave.
Like that.
The one I like that I was debating there that it's too personal though. Maybe not everyone agrees with me, but if you're on the highway, the window's got to be up.
Oh yeah,
Love.
That's
No.
just like for your ear
Yes,
preservation.
no helicopter ear.
Yeah.
I'm not doing that. Don't stare at people if they are limping or in a wheel, whatever. You know what I mean? No staring. Don't watch someone do their job. Like if the painter's there, don't just stand there and watch them.
Like you missed a spot.
You know what I mean?
Yeah,
Like that's
yeah,
like
yeah.
you're a scum. Or unless if like I don't know. Unless if you see something getting really fucked up, maybe there are people would argue with me on that. Okay.
Yeah.
And don't like double call unless if someone's like dead.
Better be an emergency. Yeah.
Oh wait, hold on. Go back. Like I had to gut my bathroom last summer, and I would give little peeks.
Sure, a little peek, sure, but don't stand over someone while they're dead.
No.
Sir,
Okay.
they'll
Yeah.
work.
Okay,
I stop in, check in on the house.
Sure,
but
that's
I'm not
fine.
like
You could check in
because
make
I
sure
also
they're
don't
not-
know what the fuck is going on.
Yeah,
so.
make sure they're not completely gutting the place. But like,
Right,
if you're just standing there watching someone, come on.
I like that.
Let's say Smokes. I want to save yours for last.
Yeah, I had. I'll give you mine that was left. I had take care of bartenders.
Yes. Great pick.
That's Dave kind of. I feel like
kinda
Dave
the same.
kind of.
Yeah, but yeah, I had some sports ones. We didn't touch really any sports
Yep.
ones. Don't take the ball out onto your own basket. Basketball can't throw long, especially at a young
I like
age.
that.
Yeah.
Can't throw deep. You hit the own
Don't
basket.
step on the chalk at baseball.
Oh my
Like,
god! I just found a first rounder so late.
Don't make the first or third out at third base. Don't block the box while driving. If you block the intersection and I can't go, I'm just gonna lay on the horn.
block
Yep.
the box.
Don't block the box. Don't take your jacket off at a wedding, especially if you're in the wedding.
I agree.
But I think I would have got some heat for that. Tip 20% minimum at a restaurant.
Yeah, it's minimum.
Chew with your mouth closed.
Always.
Unwritten rule.
Yeah.
Never tease past 0. Gambling.
Yes, great pick.
And foul up 3.
I like that.
Foul up 3.
Foul up 3.
All right.
That's a strategy.
Yeah.
Unwritten rule, though. Like same unwritten rule, yeah.
Yeah,
Don't
well-
make the first. It's not a law,
Yeah,
but
yeah.
it's a strategy. Don't make the first and third out third base. Same one.
Chief.
A couple other sports ones. I don't give out tips like golf tips unless you better be fucking awesome. But if
Great
you're
pick.
playing and you're just like with your buddy, and let's say he's 10 strokes better than you, and he's like, "Well, grip it this way," or like,
Unsolicited.
yeah, unsolicited golf tips is like, don't do that. Like, wait until after if you think it's going to be super helpful. Don't do it on like the 7th hole. Like that doesn't help. It's just annoying.
Off of that, don't approach me at the gym.
Yeah,
Like, bro,
like
you get a
headphones
little.
in.
That's really why I like stopped going.
Why, you're just too big now.
Yeah, that. I'm trying to go for the lean. Vince,
talking about
lean is the new
famousness.
fit.
I mean,
Don't approach me about being famous. Don't approach me about you really get the maximum curl if you go like this
gotcha,
or you
gotcha,
go
gotcha,
like
gotcha.
that
Yeah.
guy.
Okay.
Like,
tips.
Makes
I
a
like
lot
being
more
impressed.
sense.
Yeah. No, don't give me tips at the gym either.
Yeah.
I mean, it's like a very cliche one, but talking about a no hitter while it's going on.
It's a good one.
Can't do
Love
that.
that.
This is like I don't think it's a personal one, but you can't leave your grocery cart unattended and like an aisle and then go off to somewhere else to get something
That's
else and
what
come
fucked
back.
up my head for this draft was I kept like thinking douchebag moves draft.
That's what I was thinking. Like my list was, I thought it was money.
Why would you think douchebag moves?
Because I was on the show.
Because a lot of the douchebag moves are things you don't do that.
Right.
Yeah.
No, I
yeah,
think everyone
some-
kind of encapsulated
Yeah.
it.
Yeah.
I also think you should go into a grocery store and there should be some kind of tech service that there should be somebody's job there, or we should
Like a Home Depot guide.
no. You text this service and you're like flour tortillas, and they text you back A12.
Why don't they just
You go bell
just
pepper like
ask the
this way
stockers?
because when I go through a grocery store, I basically do 6 laps.
You can't see
and
the
the way
fucking
my
sign.
brain operates, of like, oh, I need, or I'm making chicken noodle soup. I did it the other day. All right, I go get the rotisserie chicken. Oh shit, I need celery. Gotta go all the way back. Like
You know what's
the way I
crazy?
operate
But, like,
well, no, time out.
Don't you have a home field advantage for your grocery store?
Yeah, everybody does.
to a degree.
Nah, but I'll give you one better. Like malls have gotten so good about their maps. Like, why isn't there a little touchscreen where I could like just type something in and you know
Yeah.
where to go right away?
The mall
like a
maps
Google
are the
map?
worst maps.
No, no.
Yeah,
Just
but
like
you
have
go
the
in like we're
things
men,
above
Chief.
the
You go in with
aisles.
like a fucking an exact plan, or you just walk around the store like I do, fucking aimlessly.
Yeah.
I feel like grocery stores are typically pretty well organized.
Yeah.
It's, I know the
There's
meat's gonna
produce
be over
here,
here. I know the
bakery
produce
there.
is over there. I
But the
know
way
that-
my brain operates, I know I got to get this, then I forget about that, or I look in the
Right.
hold on, do I need that?
No, this is how you shop. This is exactly how everybody shops. You have a list of 10 things, make it even number, and then you wind up with 25 things because
Yeah.
you're just shopping.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Well, and then but it sounds like Rico's a guy. I forgot the fucking chicken, and he leaves his cart, and then he leaves it blocking.
I do.
Yeah, I hate that.
My biggest thing is I'll go into grocery
Oh, he's
stores.
that guy at the I thought you meant
No,
like
no, no,
leave
no.
it
hold
outside
on.
the cart
I do
corral.
not. No, I do not take. I do not leave the cart and go get the celery and come back.
Okay, that's
I
what-
take the
If you were
cart.
that guy, that'd be a bad guy.
No,
to be.
I'm
Yeah.
the guy, I'm just doing like if you watched me from a distance, you'd be like, "What the fuck?"
Ooh,
is this
that's
guy
a
doing?
big pick we left on the board.
Yeah, it is.
Just put your cart back to the carousel.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But that was the drafted and douchebag moves. That's why I avoided
Yeah,
all that
that's
stuff.
true.
That's a good
That's
one.
true.
Yeah, and that's why I feel like leaving like
Like
unwritten
dog
rule.
shit.
Yeah,
Like
got
that
you.
one was like
we
first
got the
overall.
Eddie rule. No standing on the moving walkway.
I don't do that.
No, yes,
You guys are fucking.
I have
Dave, I'm
multiple pictures of you doing this. But
No, interesting that you don't have videos. You only got pictures.
Ooh.
Interesting
one
that
next
you don't
time.
got videos.
I'll get one
That's
next
like a
time.
Nick and KB thing. Like they start a rumor that
Yeah,
Eddie does it.
I might have to start the slander campaign against Dave again for doing this.
Oh, you want to go to war?
I'll smoke you.
Okay, we'll see.
All right.
Slander. We haven't had a slander off in a long
Yeah,
time.
you'll get fucking dummied.
Okay, we'll see.
Continue, Chief.
If you're at somebody's house watching a game, you can't sit in like the host's chair.
Wow,
Like, who's ever
dude.
hosting
That
it,
was
like,
a good one, and I like that with siblings at the dinner table and in the car. Like that's part of it. You
Yeah.
got the shit seat. You're the young. My poor sister, and she used to get car sick and throw up every time. We'd be like, tough. We
Yeah.
want the captain's chairs
Yeah.
in the minivan.
And like, you know, you go home for Thanksgiving, like you don't sit in your dad's chair.
No.
Like that's your dad's chair.
Yes.
And so that's
Respecting chairs. I did have that on. I forgot to list it. That's a good one.
It's a great one.
I thought of that late. That's a good one.
I think that's all I got. And then just like general, like I should never be able to hear what you're listening to.
Yeah,
So if
yeah,
it's
yeah.
a conversation or music or
Or
whatever.
also,
like-
just don't play music loud in the fucking car.
Yeah, yeah.
yes. Yeah.
Or like the people that play music on the train on their speakers.
Yeah.
That's
for
crazy.
sure,
That's
for sure.
crazy.
It's asinine.
I had a
Yeah,
guy who
it's
double
nuts.
dipped. He would go windows down, and they were the Jeep windows that would flap.
I hate-
and
I
music just blared, and you're like,
Hate it.
You know, Brandon Walker is a Jeep Wrangler guy.
Is he really?
Yeah, he's a Jeep Wrangler guy.
I don't think that surprises me as much as I thought it would.
You got anything, Dave?
Nothing egregious. Never no call no show. I don't know, shit like that.
Yeah.
You want to name that rule after somebody?
Plenty of people.
All right, Nicky Smokes.
All right, so I'll start slow. Don't mush your boys' bets. Like, don't tell
Good
them
one.
it's a good bet before the game's over. I've had
Good
at
one.
least this happened to me 1,000 times. They're like, yo, good shit, cash it. And then the Clippers score 18 unanswered and I lose the bet and I want to fucking kill them. If you sleep in someone's guest bed, make the bed the morning after. Uber drivers should not say anything more than your first name and that's it. The conversation should be over. But you kind of like said that earlier, so I didn't want to. Don't go to the private room if you can't get it up. You're like you're
talked
wasting
about
the
this.
stripper's time, you're wasting your time, and you're wasting your money.
Yep. Great one.
I have ugly rich people can date whoever they want.
Fact.
Like you could be Jeff Bezos and still get this smoking hot Latina that probably doesn't speak English.
She was on Fox News and stuff.
And
right?
then I have
I don't know. I don't know what
she's
you're
not
talking
attracted to you if she leaves after you buy her one drink.
Duh.
I think that's
I
like an
need you to
unwritten
work
rule.
a way of unwritten rule in there, though.
Yeah, you're on the
That
right
was a
track.
statement. It was very much just a statement.
a true statement.
But like, it's a rule. It's kind of like a rule.
You gotta workshop.
So
rule for life.
don't buy her another drink if she
There you
leaves
go.
you.
Okay, there
after
you go.
buy her
See?
the first drink.
There you
go.
Then you're just a simp.
God.
And then I had one more. I don't know if I should say it though. I don't know if it's an unwritten rule. It's just I would say it's a unwritten characteristic. Maybe. I'll just read you what I wrote. Amber alerts are pointless. Nobody's going to do shit.
That was perfect. That was perfect. Perfect wrap up to the
Nick.
episode.
All right, Nick.
All right.
All right then. I will read off everyone's list here now, Nikki, and you got to vote who you thought had the worst draft.
Can't vote for
Okay.
yourself.
You
could.
could, but
I don't want to do that.
White Sox Dave, touching a woman's pregnant belly. Don't propose at a wedding. Don't be a douche to the people in the service industry.
missed one, but-
Oldest son is in charge of lawn work. Don't scroll through people's text/pics. Rico, don't show up empty-handed. 10% back to pool runner. Cover your plate at a wedding. Don't cut in a merge lane at last minute. Hold/open door for women. Nikki, white people can't say the N-word. If your dog sits in grass, you can leave it. Don't soak your dishes. Don't fight guys with cauliflower ear. Don't call if it can be a text message. Eddie, always offer to pay for a meal. Do not stand
Disingenuously.
Do not stand directly next to someone at urinal. Must tell someone you're on speaker if you're with someone. Must offer service/lawn care workers a water. Fill gas up when someone lets you borrow their car. Chief, no conversation on airplane. If you knock over someone's beer, you must buy another one. Cleaning before the cleaning lady. Taking calls in car with other people. Can't root for two teams. All right.
All right. I'm going first for who had the worst one.
Yeah. Who do you think had the worst one, Nick?
I'm sorry, Rico. I got to go with
Thought
you.
I had the worst one.
Yeah.
Alright.
Like you started off really hot and you closed well. It's just the 10% for the pool. I feel like the two favorite teams, the honorable mentions you dropped are way better than that one. And then the cover your plate at a wedding, I can't
Well, you didn't
relate
know
to
what it
that.
meant.
Understand?
Well, that's what I'm saying.
That's
I
like
can't-
saying
I can't
chemistry is a
relate to it.
stupid class. I failed it. Why did I
Yeah.
fail it?
Yeah.
It's stupid. Well, you
Exactly.
didn't understand it.
And that's why.
Who you got,
Yeah.
Rico?
I'll
I
go
didn't
with
think it
Dave.
was bad, though.
I'll go with Dave. I got Dave with 2 X's. The pregnant belly, like I get it, but it's such a rare thing. And then the yard work was more of like you have a gripe with your brother.
Chief.
I went with Dave
Yeah,
too,
sure.
just because I thought "Be Nice" to Service was too generic, and then I didn't get the yard.
I'm
work
not
thing
going to
either.
change mine.
So you're you?
I
All right.
had like a block where I couldn't think of
Couldn't
like
think?
cauliflower ear. I thought would have been perfect. Something like that.
All right, Dave, you're voted off.
You gonna vote?
Yeah, I voted for you, Nick.
Oh,
Yeah, but you're
so I'm good.
yeah, you're good.
Damn, Eddie didn't like my draft.
Just that I thought the dog shit hurt you.
Yeah, I
You know,
know.
just because
I
you
should
don't
have
win,
I should have did wash your hands after you shit. That's what I was gonna go with. It's an unwritten rule, and
A
I
lot
feel
of
like it
times
should be
it's written,
followed.
though.
It is
If you're
for
like
an
a
employee.
restaurant
Yeah,
employee.
yeah.
Yeah.
just because you're not going to win doesn't mean you're not a good guest. I thought you were. This is your
Yeah,
first
yeah,
snake
yeah,
draft.
yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
first
Yeah.
draft.
Yeah.
Like I think.
No, I was
I mean,
glad
I
you're
lost.
here.
yeah.
This went how I thought it would go, which is good.
Fireworks.
What I actually think at the end, like you've talked about how long this can really go. And again, this is no disrespect to any of the you three, but I think you have kind of like a low man on the totem pole out type of thing. So like you bring in Clem,
Oh.
bring in Nick. Like at a certain point, like you two might be
We're
off. Even
relegated.
shit, Eddie might be out. Yeah, like the
You're in a
draft's then-
relegation system.
kind of like I just think in the final 10, you know what I mean, as like a
Yeah.
kind of thing to the fans. Like I could see you working your way. Like if you think outside the box on this show, I think it's great. I could see you
I like the
being more of a guest. I don't.
I like
it's Eddie's
the-
show, but
Yeah.
and your show obviously, but it's great. I thought you were a great addition, and I was not expecting it.
I got an idea,
Yeah.
kind of off of that. That could be good.
All right, we'll
Yeah.
talk. We'll talk offline.
You got to think. So you got to spice it up sometimes.
You always
yeah.
do.
Can I
You
just-
always do.
Can I get a quick poll real quick? Because I heard this
Yeah.
yesterday. So this girl I'm like kind of talking to, she's in a fantasy league that has a relegation system. So it's a 20-team league. There's 12 teams and there's 8 teams. Do you guys fuck with that or no?
It's pretty sweet.
I think
Never
it's
heard of
great.
it.
I thought it was pretty cool.
Yeah.
I think
sounds
it's
cool.
fun.
I thought
like it.
fantasy. We did a fantasy pool / hybrid, no draft. You have 12 teams, whatever it was, and you set your lineup for week 1. It's a mix of survivor and fantasy. So if you do Patrick Mahomes week 1, he goes for 40, you can never use him again. The lowest guy is out that week. And then at the end, the last guy standing wins, or if you did it, you could expand it and do it with 160 guys, and the top 10% get paid out. Because that shows me that you can use the skill of managing guys and knowing what to use week to week.
Sounds
Just
like
a thought. I think
Watch
fantasy,
tape.
the head-to-head fantasy has gone stale.
I haven't
Like,
done it.
change it up.
Haven't done it in years.
I like it. Yeah, and there should be a new wrinkle coming in 2024. Where, you know,
Are you like hinting something or?
I'm hinting something.
Okay.
I hope so. I mean,
Can I
this is
suggest it?
well,
Or
Not right now.
yeah.
fine.
Yeah.
All right.
Let's end.
Yeah.
Yeah, all right, everybody. Thanks for listening. Thanks for watching. That's it for today. Back tomorrow. See you then.